Come on in. Ooh. Come on in. Ooh. Come on in. Ooh. Come on in. Ooh.
Whatever we do, coming with the implosion of our Imperium, and it's coming with the rapid degradation of the ecosystem itself. And there's nothing we can do to stop it. It's how we cope with this change. Will we respond rationally? Will we learn to speak to the world with a new humility and recreate structures within our own communities for sustainability? Or will we continue to live in illusion? And in a way, it's a matter of awakening ourselves to our new reality and responding to it.
Oh boy, here we go again. Another one of those episodes with that guy that you watch on the TV sometimes. Or maybe it's your phone, I don't know. I don't make the fucking rules on all this shit. I'm just here to do whatever it is that we do here. Just me and Lunchy and all these bitches. All these hoes. What hoes? We ain't got no hoes. Anyways. Bring it on the bone if you know I'm like a chain shell. Got me going ring, de ring, de ring. I got my chainsaw. What's happening with that? Why is that being all weird now? What the hell? What the fuck? Why is my stream preview all weird? Okay, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Nobody said it was screwed up, so maybe it's just on my end. Nope, it looks still screwed up. It looks like it's all choppy, woppy. Audio playback failed. Dude, what is going on here? What is going on? I've changed nothing. I hate everyone. And now it's broke, dude. My shit is all broke. And I didn't do anything. I'm going to blame you guys for this. Because I don't want to blame myself. Because I didn't do anything. Alright, let's turn off graphics acceleration. See if we can fix it that way. That's a new thing. Yeah. Oh, wait, I fixed it. Wait. Audio playbacks failed? What do you mean audio playback failed? It seems to be working fine. I don't know. Something weird be going on, bro. Sorry. I think I fixed it. It looks pretty in line now, and I don't know. Am I moving okay? Am I moving good? Can you see me shaking my booty at you? Yeah? You see me shaking my booty? Doesn't matter. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I care. I care. Anyways, welcome back to another episode of the Best Worst Show on the internet. I will be your host today, Manuel Chavez the Third, or the Turd, depending on how you know me, or you, or them, or they, or theysums, or XYZ 3743 996 Kuwa, Kuwa, Kuwa. And then you're probably like, what the fuck are you even talking about? I don't know, man. I'm just saying stupid words together. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. My wife's waiting on me. Okay. So, what's going on with you guys today? You guys doing anything cool? You guys do anything cool? Are you just kicking back and watching the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? I mean, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? I mean, the massacre of UPS? Look what they're doing to my boy! I love UPS, dude! Like, I was just thinking to myself, like, I should get a job at UPS and become a mailman. Dude, what are all the aliens gonna do, dude? Like, they've been working those jobs for years. Now all the aliens are going to have to find regular jobs, or everybody's going to figure out that the post office is a complete farce. No, I thought the post office did a great job. I've literally been to so many different post offices and installed stuff. I thought they were doing pretty good, getting the mail delivered. They're definitely not FedEx, so, they got that going for them. But who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I don't have any understanding as to what is happening in that situation. All I know is that things be a poppin' across the world. Things are happening. Oh boy. Yeah. I can't believe it, actually. Like, it's a little bit weird. It's a little bit crazy. USPS used to be the greatest asset the United States of America ever had. And now there is a huge impact that may be coming, according to PBS.
President Trump reportedly plans to fire the governing board of the U.S. Postal Service and place the independent agency under the control of the Commerce Department, a move that could be the first step in privatizing a service established 250 years ago. The White House initially denied that an executive order to make that change is in the works, but late today, President Trump admitted that he's considering it. Jacob Bogage broke the story for the Washington Post, and he joins us now. Thanks for being with us.
Hey, what's up, big guy?
Hey, great to hear from you, Jeff. Thanks for having me.
So what are your sources telling you about...
Don't call me fat when that guy exists. Fuck you.
...what the administration is planning and what it could ultimately mean for the U.S. Postal Service?
Well, step one here would be to place the Postal Service, take it out of independent status, and embed it inside the Commerce Department. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick was just sworn in today, and we've reported over the course of months that he's been engaging with then President-elect and now President Trump about privatizing this agency. So taking it out of that independent status would be step one. And step two would be leadership changes. Postmaster General Louis DeJoy announced he plans to retire soon, and the Board of Governors can be fired for cause by the president. That could be another step.
Well, this will certainly lead to legal challenges. What have experts been telling you about the authority the president would have to dissolve the Postal Service leadership? And
yeah. Holy shit balls, bro. That's out of left field. I did not know that was on the table at all. But as you can see, yeah, things are happening, dude. Elon is getting in there. Maybe that's Jeff Bezos, because, like, what are they going to do? Right? Like, how many people are employed by UPS and they're going to privatize it and slash it? Like, last time I checked, USPS worked pretty good. Like, I never had any troubles sending anything with them. I mean, they're like a government agency, but privatizing it, who's going to handle all that shit? The Department of Commerce? I mean, what the fuck? None of this shit makes any goddamn sense. It just gets weirder and weirder the more that I'm rolling along with it, and I'm just honestly flabbergasted. Like, it was just a few months ago I was installing new technology for various UPSs, one of the various government contracts that I did, we were basically going to each individual UPS store and upgrading their network and technology stack. And literally, there wasn't one place that wasn't happy to see me. Like walking in the building, they were like, they just saw a guy with a backpack, and I was just like, "Oh, hello, I am the man that is here to upgrade your internet." And they were like, "Oh yes, you are the man that we have been waiting for. We love you." And I'm like, I've seen the operations. I understand. I've been to so many of them. Like, this is not a government organization that's wasting its money, right? Like, I find that hard to believe, right? I mean, I could have been wrong, but I mean, talking to so many different people that work in that line of work and see what's going on with it, like, maybe they could have stood to spend a little bit more money, right? Like, I thought that they were doing really good, right? They were always consistently making strides and moving forward. I feel like they just started rolling out a new fleet of like mail trucks, which they haven't even updated the mail trucks in for fucking ever, right? Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it is the motto that a lot of people go by. But like, goddamn, dude, this is crazy. It's crazy, right? Like, what are they?
And then
Your branch sucks, dude. I've been to every branch in the local area and some of the California. And yeah, some of them are kind of sucky, I will have to say. You know, like old dilapidated buildings hasn't been kept up as well as it could. And it's because they're taking all that UPS money and shuffling it other places, I have to say. They're not spending it inside of UPS. You know what I mean? But yeah, I see a bunch of people in the chat. So what's up, Squiggles Big Jr.? What's up, Jacob24? My man, Sewer Guy Rob. Always a pleasure to see you, my mans. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And then we even have JR Riggs up in the chat, too. I saw him earlier as well. What's up, JR Riggs? This is
effectively move it to
kinda
the
nuts.
Commerce Department.
So the Postal Service has to have a board of governors. These are
Jacob
bipartisan
Bobich.
individuals appointed by the president, confirmed by the Senate, and then they together select or can remove the Postmaster General. There are powers that the Postal Service has on things like service, on things like rates and prices, on major investments that can only be made by the governors. So you have to have a board in place. And that's kind of what's complicating this for the White House a little bit. How do you take these individuals who can only be removed for cause from an agency that by law is independent? You can't legally move it into the Commerce Department. How do you bring that under the control of the White House? That's a legally dubious question.
Well, President Trump, as you well know, he's long mused about privatizing the Postal Service. And as you mentioned,
yeah, the USPS was originally how the First Amendment was upheld in a practical sense. Gotta respect it. Open my mail, get fucked. Google owns most of my email these days. It sucks. Exactly. Maybe postal drones are not going to be happening, actually. And Mr. Blacksmith, and it seems like, yes, maybe your bills will stop coming by the mail. And you got to really think, guys, is like we already knew that this type of thing was going to be coming. Part of what Elon Musk is doing with the government and Doge is all about efficiency. And number one thing that I know about automation and efficiency is that they go hand in foot. You do not have efficiency without automation. You don't have efficiency without automation. Shit, you don't have automation without continuous workings. And it really, I guess the thing that puts it into perspective for me was that I was looking at something on the internet, right? As one does, I was on the internet. I know, fucking shocking, right? The Fango on the internet, that guy's a bitch. He doesn't get on the internet. He's a pussy. Yeah, so yeah, I was on the internet, just minding my own business, trying to figure some shit out. And by figure some shit out, I mean asking Grok to tell me how to do stuff. And I literally was like, are you fucking Are you fucking crazy? Right? And no, Squiggles, I don't think it's a crypto system that's going to be coming. I don't think it's a crypto system that's going to be coming. And Yickum, the only thing that annoys me about USPS is that they don't seem to have enough people to deliver to apartment doorsteps or something. Maybe the lack of affordability for liability. No, I don't think it has anything to do with that at all. I think the reason that they don't do that in the first place is because they assembled a centralized location for them to deliver all the mail because that's easier for them, because fuck walking to everybody's apartment door. You know, like, some motherfuckers live on the goddamn 13th floor. You think do you think a mailman wants to walk around and do that? No. Efficiency says it's probably more efficient to just have all of the people come down and grab their mail from a centralized location, because it's not like they're paying for it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you pay postage, but, seriously, are stamps that expensive? No, they're not. It's a public service, right? And automation, efficiency, they're trying to automate it, right? Like, most people get their bills by email. Paperless billing. Save the company that's charging you a bunch of money for the thing. And they used to send you a bill every month, and it cost them a bunch of money to print that shit out on paper and to put it in a truck and have some UPS or USPS guy delivered to your goddamn house, wasting gas, manpower, sandwiches. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole fucking operation. And now you're talking about reducing that operation. And that's what we're seeing is that, people mailing a lot of shit. But have people been mailing shit less? Has UPS been involved in anything about mailing people or drugs or any of that other stuff? There's a big questions, right? Big questions. And it's like, at the same time, when you look at this shit, I went and asked Grok something because I had been researching on the internet about a process, right? So, just because, I like to look at stuff, there's this thing I was looking at called Magmasoft or whatever. Yeah. Oh, wait, that's Magasoft. Magmasoft, right? German company. Or whatever. So I've been looking into this company. Where are all the images? Dude, what is going on right now? Is my computer fucking broken? Or something? Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, so see, there's this program that's super fucking expensive, right? And they use it in different industries, right? But mostly they use it in casting iron, casting steel, casting aluminum, brass, die casting, non-ferrous metals. Just a whole bunch of shit, basically. Just a whole bunch of shit. And I never knew how much this fucking shit costs, right? I never knew how much it costs. So, I saw a bill for it at one point, and I was just like, oh, what does this shit cost? And I literally about had a heart attack. Yeah. Yeah. Is there a crypto email project? Let you think? Now, why would you want a crypto email project? That's retarded. What are they going to do? USPS email? You're going to get a government email account? Where are they if they're going to mail you something, it's they scan it, they just send it to you? Yeah, fuck that, dude. No privacy of that. Anyways, back to my story. So, I'm a guy. I don't like spending lots of money on stuff, and, I don't understand things sometimes. So, I figured, wait a minute. I spent a whole day researching all the different types of software for this process and all this other shit. And then I was just all God damn, there's nothing open source here. Nothing. Nothing is open source. And then I finally, after digging extensively, I found this open source program, and everybody says it's all hard and it's super difficult, and you got to be a specialist to be able to use it and understand it. And well, I asked Grok about it, right? So, yeah, you're right, Squiggles with Juniors. Custom casting is expensive, and I've been learning a lot of different processes associated with that. Right, and one of the first thing is that, you know, with their casting metal, right, when you're pouring it, you want to be able to simulate the temperature and what's going to happen over time and how air is going to affect it, and, you know, what's it going to look like in the mold, and, you know, you're going to want to simulate that shit because you don't want to have to keep, you know, recasting the metal because that's not efficient or whatever. So they've designed programs that cost like 50 grand a year. 50 fucking grand a year. So I was just like, I wonder. So I started off with Grok. This is Grok 3, right? And I just said, hey, there's this program called OpenForm. Could you show me how to use it for aluminum casting? Very simple, right? Very simple shit, right? And this motherfucker literally goes through and is like, you know, okay, you just need to go install it, and then, you know, you can verify it, and then, you know, you need these things right here, and then you need to be able to do all this stuff right here, right? And then you need to do all this stuff right here, define everything. It's telling me how to do all of it, right? So I said, okay. So I fucking installed the program, and then I started doing it. And this is why it took me so long to get on, because, like, I got off work, and then I was just like, you know, I gotta figure out how to, like, save some fucking money on this shit, you know? Like, this is fucked up, man. Right? So my brain started thinking, and I was like, well, could I ask Grok? You know, like, I wonder what the AI knows about this shit. And then, yep, I could probably build my own version. It's because what I discovered is that basically every version of a program that people pay money for is just a kludge, right? It's this program that I'm looking at with something built on top of it, right? So I was like, well, I don't know many engineers or anything, but, like, if you could just, like, get Grok to do it, you know, like, how far could it go or whatever? And I mean, it was like copy paste, motherfucker. Literally copy paste. And then it tells you each and individual thing. And then it's like, well, hey, you know, there's more stuff, right? Like, I could get complex with turbulence, molded directions, shrinkage. If you'd like me to dive deeper into that, I would like to, you know. And then I just kind of, like, added some more information to it, kept on adding it, and it says that if I provided it with, like, CAD files and STL files, CAD files or STL files, it could literally extract all the geometry and set the program up so that all you have to do is make the file, the folder, and put the documents in it, and then you don't even have to fucking know shit about this. I mean, you know, you still have to know shit about this, but think about how powerful this shit would be if you have it. And you could do this with anything, right? Like, you could do this with I just picked a process, right? I picked something that I know nothing about that used to be fucking everywhere that is no longer places, right? Because when you're in the MSP game, like me, I run an IT company. I do IT for a lot of different people. So, like, instead of them having an in-house IT guy, they hire me, and I show up and do IT work for a bunch of different people, right? And if you think about it, you know, like, I can automate parts of my job, which is what I've done, right? Like, I pay for an AI assistant to basically help me manage most of this stuff, and it's pretty nice, right? Because all I really have to do is, you know, install my software, and then I got full access monitoring and everything. And then when things happen, or if I get tickets, or if anything comes forward, like, I don't have to mess around with even copying and pasting into, like, Grok. Like, I have Grok set so I can tell it, hey, you know, read this, give me a summary, right? And then, you know, I'll tell it what my fix would be. And then it develops either a better fix or tells me the fix is going to work. And then usually it makes it much easier to do basically anything. And, I mean, just imagine this working with an engineer. So, like over the weekend, I'm setting this, set this up, and then I'm going to go show it to one of the guys I'm going to go show it to one of these guys that was part of the many companies that I work with. And I'll be like, yo, uh, what about this? I mean, yeah, it's a little bit of work, right? We don't got the wrapper, but if we figure out the process that we want, we can build it. But technically, we don't even have to build it. We can just get the robot to build it. So it's like this is exactly what Elon Musk is trying to do with the government, right? They're going to do the same thing with taxes, right? They're going to basically unleash AI on taxes. So the AI is going to be the thing that's investigating stuff. And then when there's problems or deficiencies, then a human is going to interact with it and they're going to streamline efficiency. Because some people, your taxes are really fucking simple. You get you get one W-2. You go, okay, I got my W-2. And then you fill out the form, right? And then you send it in. You don't have anything else. All you do is you get the W-2. Oh, I made X amount of dollars this year. And then you're just copying the numbers, right? 1 to 1, 1 to 1. It's pretty retarded. Super simple. And then literally, you don't even have kids, so you don't even have to worry about all that shit. You just put a big 0 and you add the number up. It's like if you're a single person and you have one job, then you work for somebody, taxes are the easiest thing to do in the entire world. Like, even if you're a business person, right, or you're working as like a contractor, the only reason your taxes get more expensive is because there's more stuff that you can claim and you have to verify and all this other crap. But think about it, like all of it could be automated. Same thing with the USPS type shit, right? Like they already made mail machines and stuff like that to effectively sort and transfer stuff, right? But to what point are people going to keep moving forward with actually sending mail? We're at like a really crazy paradigm shift, and it's one of the artifacts, I think, of artificial intelligence, because every single day the shit is getting smarter. You could give it structural engineer questions that I would normally have to pay $500-$600 an hour or some shit like that, some insane amount to hire an engineer or somebody to discuss and talk about all of this. And now you could go so much farther. Like somebody can hand you a CAD file of something and you can give it to this fucking thing and it can tell you how to make it out of various different materials. Like, it doesn't even have to be this. You can tell it to do the same thing with steel. And as long as there's some kind of open source program with text or a documentation that exists on the internet about it, meaning that the only barrier for you to figure something out that you don't know is basically finding something that has an internet website with some decent information about it. And then the fact of the matter is that there's almost 100% chance that the robot has already read it or will be able to read it in the time that it's replying to you when you're answering the question, which is pretty fucking crazy to think about. Right? People make big money off of these types of businesses and such, right? Like, all the cars that you drive and all the automation that's there, every single big company that's out there is all trying to separate the you factor from their business, right? They're trying to separate you, or having to hire you, having to put you into places. But the only way that you're truly, I think, ever going to be able to like get out of that situation is to be able to become ungovernable, right? To be able to become so powerful that you can leverage what you have, right? Like computers are from basically the 1990s till I'd have to say 2020, computers were the thing, right? Everybody wanted to be the guy that was good at computers. Not everybody, but most people did. And then, you went from a situation where you were just writing shit down. Like, people used to write everything down and pass around papers and have to deliver papers, and then it completely revolutionized the office. And over the years, every job basically has been encapsulated into a computer system in some kind of way. Unless there's people that run the business that just refuse to implement the computer system. You know what I mean? So this whole situation that's coming forward, I think is crazy, right? You know, I look at this like, this bitch is telling me that, hey, if you give me this stuff or you export your shit, you clean up the geometries and stuff, you know, you're going to have to make a dir for it. And then you can run the fucking program with these types of, you know, arguments and stuff. And then this is how you actually get it to run. So, you know, that's pretty easy, right? And then if you want to understand, you know, how the process is made, because remember, I don't know anything about this process, right? I'm not an engineer. I'm not an engineer. I don't understand anything about this process other than these are the processes and, you know, maybe some videos that I watched on the internet that where I'm like, okay, so you get the mold, you get the metal hot, and you pour it in. You know what I'm saying? You get the metal hot, you pour it in. And then this is basically going through like the process in such a high level detail way that I don't even know the process, so I can learn the process really easily, right? Which I think everybody's got to have to be able to do. I've always said that being good at computers is just reading, right? But now I feel like that's almost 2x because for the next 20 years, guys, everybody is going to be shifting to more modular mobile devices, right? Like you're going to be using your cell phone. And most people use their cell phone for basically everything now. I still like using my traditional computer, but, you know, ultimately it's because I'm stuck in yesteryear. In the very near future, you know, you're basically going to have like an AI phone, right? And that's nuts. I used to sign my tax form and let the IRS figure it out. That's hilarious. Wait, you could do that? I didn't know that you could do that. So yeah, you know, I gave it a physics problem with a twist, and I mean, the Grok 3 is putting out some insane shit off of just the. I've basically given Grok nothing, and Grok is putting out some insane shit. Like, the entirety of how to just set it up. And I bet if I really got into the nitty gritty, I could get it to actually print out code to run all of this, you know, a wrapper, as it were. And, I mean, it's telling you everything, dude. You know, once you finally actually have the whole situation, you can validate it. And, I mean, it just says, yeah, what specific part are you working on? Any details, size, mold type, pouring method? This will help me refine it further. So, you know, I keep telling it more information and it just keeps extending it. And it remembers everything, right? AI brain chip phones, right? That's where we're at. AI brain chip phones. I mean, most people don't even know like what you could do with Copilot. I showed somebody today at work. I was like, yeah, you know, like well, we pay for this shit. So I hit the Copilot button and I was like, take this document, delete the text or whatever, and make it into this. And I hit enter and it goes it had everything that I needed. And I told it to be make sure that it's ISO 9001, 272 and 2700 compliant, and it spit it out, and then I sent it. And then all these people are like, wow. I was like, yeah, dude, like, we pay for this shit. You just gotta ask it. You know, you just gotta ask it. Turning you into a Tesla zombie while you're asleep? Yeah, that's probably what's happening. Yeah, it's probably what's happening. So I don't know. I like it, dude, because it's gonna make me. I mean, it's gonna make me seem fucking. It's gonna make me seem insane, right? Like I'm already insane at doing what I'm doing right now. Like today, like I had a meeting today for stuff, So, I had to like go in and do a bunch of things and talk about some stuff. But then I spent I spent a few hours for the rest of the day. I wasn't supposed to work today, but I had a meeting. So, I was just trying to fix some shit and I just started unplugging shit. I've unplugged so many fucking things today. Like, just going to every network fucking thing that was open and going and unplugging it from the switches, right? Because, like, it's a fucking mess. And I need to fix it because, like, I don't know anything about anything or whatever. And I swear to God, I had to have pulled out, like, 30 cords. Like, my desk just has a shitload of cords draped over it and nothing's broken. So I'm just like, cool. Just keep taking out all of these cords and then I can figure out, like, where we're fucking at. Because it's crazy, man. Yeah. Growing neutrons through headphones? What? I don't know, but I feel like it's pretty nice, like, utilizing this stuff. I mean, this motherfucker is literally telling you everything. Like, setting up the case directory, doing the messages and stuff like that. Now I'm, like, realizing that, if I fucking just didn't say anything about the AI and I just copied this, right? Just went and installed it, set it all up, just as a test case, and then I walk up to this guy and I'm like, yo, hey, can you give me this and this, and let's test this out. And if it fucking works, they're gonna be like, oh, the fuck? Did she go to culinary school? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, man. Yeah, man, I'm a fucking genius. No, it's a fucking AI, bro. Yeah, look at this. Temperature stays above this, a thin section, allow it to cool. For continuous casting, this is what you do. Parts and the segment adjustments. Yeah! I mean, what's an example tool here, Cassidy? Size, complexity, that'll further help me fine tune the results. Like, fucking nuts. I don't know anything about that shit. But then I sent that over to somebody that knows about that shit, and they were like, holy shit! I'm like, yeah, bro. Fucking shit's fucked up, dude. So, you know what? If they're going to do that to USPS, that's fine with me. To be perfectly frank, if the Commerce Department is going to take it over, fine. Fine. I'm okay with it. I don't really care. All I know is that it's like the end of an era. It's like an end of an era. Like, how is this even a thing? Yeah, no, you don't need AI to talk for you. You just talk for yourself. You just have to type, whatever you want to the AI and it tells you what to say. What would you want it to talk for you? What, you fucking late? Why, you fucking lazy? I wonder what the USPS account said on Twitter. Have they said anything on Twitter? Yep, nope. They have not commented on the recent developments. The last thing that they posted was 11 hours ago.
A text message from the Postal Service. Wow, I didn't even know they had my cell number.
They don't. And they don't send text messages about unclaimed packages. I'm Andrea Avery, United States Postal Inspector. Text messages claiming to be from the United States Postal Service have been pinging cell phones across the country, asking recipients to claim a package.
You got a husband?
But it's a scam. These texts are part of an international phishing scheme that's designed to steal personal information from recipients. If you click on that link in the text message, you'll be inviting the scam artist into your life. Once you open the attached page, your personal information will go directly to the scammers. They may steal your identity or bank account details. Your phone or system may also become filled with malware. So don't click the USPS text you just got. It's a scam. Just delete the text immediately. For more information on scams, visit USPIS.gov.
Yeah, dude. USPS doesn't text message you, motherfuckers. They don't call you either. They ain't got your phone number. Well, they might if you like gave it to them at one point or whatever, but they ain't gonna call you anyway. Because you know what? They don't give a shit about you. They just give a shit about moving them packages. All they care about moving the packages. Okay? Okay. Now, we've been talking about crazy, ridiculous shit. I don't even know how to put together my words. I'm just completely flabbergasted at what Grok just did, right? And now I'm trying to think, like, dude, I might be able to get this guy to fucking build me a robot. And then the way we get around it, the way that we get around any of the defensive structures. Yeah. Yeah, we need to make a couple $1 billion or whatever, but you know, like if these dudes are selling all this software for like $50K a month and you know, we could put something together that costs fucking half that, a quarter of that, fucking, you know, a tenth of that. Fuck, I don't care. It'd be easy. It'd be easy. And now, here's a little palate cleanser for everybody. And bro was never heard from again. They never heard from him again after that. Oh, shit! She's hot and she's gonna murder him. Honestly, if I could do that one time in my fucking life to somebody. Life goals, dude. That's on my bucket list right there, dude. Next time I'm on a fucking train and see somebody by a door. If I get the shot, if I got a shot, I'm taking it. I'm kicking that fucker. I'm gonna be poking out, dog. But knowing my luck, I would be trying to get out of the doors and they would shut, and then I would be just stuck there with the person, just awkwardly looking at them. And they would be towering over me, looking down at me, and I'd be like, please don't hurt me, sir. I didn't think. Please don't hurt me. Please. Please. It's alright. Shit could be worse. Yeah, we could make a Terminator, dude. Cast a bunch of aluminum dog legs, right? And then create a robot. That'd be sick. Or, you know, what else can you do with that? I don't know, man. You know, like steel? Yeah. Or copper. Yeah. It's just really crazy where your brain takes you when you start looking at processes. And, you know, my brain always takes me to crazy places. Because, you know, like I see so much weird, different stuff. And then sometimes, you know, like I'll be all like at a place working. And I'll be like, so what do you guys do? They look at me and nobody ever asks those guys what they do, right? You know, I'll be like, so you're like, what do you do though? But what do you do? And they're like, oh yeah, I'll do this. And I'm like, oh, sick. I have no fucking clue about any of that stuff. So this is very interesting to me, like every way. So they keep telling me about it. And then, you know, I'm like, looking it online and asking Grok about it. And I'm just all like, we might have just solved a very, very expensive problem. But, you know, we got the form of a solve, right? We still got to do a lot more work to figure out if it'll even be viable, right? You know, like shit, dog. Maybe make a little bit of money. Let's make a little bit of money. Let's make a little bit of money. Yep, I got that bug again where I feel like something cool's happening. I feel the same way as we did when fucking we were building the Green Mountain Grill and shit was crazy. Only to be completely blown up because people didn't take my advice. But this is one of those times where nobody's not going to be able to take my advice because we're just going to fucking do it. And patent it and tell people to eat our ass. Yep. That's right. Printing parts, we are about obsolete. Yep, that's right. That's right. Robot butlers are only good are only good one good prompt away from a Terminator. Yep, that's true too. Yeah, I don't think I'll have a robot butler. I'll have a robot friend, right? Like Chappie. Yeah. Actually, I will call it. If I have a robot, his name's gonna be Chaps. And you're gonna be like, why? And I'm like, I don't know. It's just the funniest name. It's a funny ass name. It's like a clothing brand too. Chaps. Just because I don't want to get sued by the creator of Chappie, you know what I'm saying? Just call him Chap. Chappie! What's up, dude? Not much, man. Just sitting over here, chilling. You wanna go do some shit? You wanna go drive around in the car? That's the thing, is like, are you gonna get a self-driving car, or are you just gonna get a robot to drive you around? I personally would rather have like a robot that drove me around as opposed to a car that just drove me around. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, I could drive sometimes and then the robot could just be riding along with me or whatever. Or, I could be like, you know what? I'm tired, robot. You drive. And then the robot drives. Right? Or I could like pull up to a spot and be all like, robot, can you just like go inside and get the groceries and shit? I'm going to go to the casino. I'll be back in like an hour. Shit would be legit. Okay? That's what we're going to have, dude. That's going to be us 20 years from now. We're going to all have AI brain chips with, barely passable robots that barely, that do the job and work but kind of suck or whatever. And then, kids are just going to be lazy as fuck, bro. They're all just going to be lazy as fuck. And then we're just going to keep getting situations like this.
There are reports that you were considering...
There's no way that my robot will be a slave. If my robot don't want to do something that day, if he going to be lazy, fuck it, robot. You could kill me. You could do whatever you want. But it would be really cool if you wash the dishes.
The United States Postal Service with the Commerce Department. Can you elaborate on this? Is something you're considering?
Well, we want to have a post office that works well and doesn't lose massive amounts of money. And we're thinking about doing that, and it will be a form of a merger, but it'll remain the Postal Service, and I think it'll operate a lot better than it has been over the years. It's been just a tremendous loser for this country. Tremendous amounts of money are being lost, and we think we can do something that will be very good and keep it a very similar way, but whether it's a merger or just using some of the very talented people that we have elsewhere so it doesn't lose so much. It's losing a tremendous...
Yeah, I guess USPS is losing money? Huh. Fiscal Report 2024 USPS. Reduced controllable loss by $443 million. Operating revenue increased $1.4 billion to $79.5 billion due to strategic price increases and growth in our shipping and packaging category. Transportation expenses reductions of $1.3 billion, reflecting continued progress of network optimization. Huh. Wow. So wait, are they losing money? Or are they getting money? Hold up.
The U.S. Postal Service today announced its financial results for the 2024 fiscal year ended September 30th. Controllable loss, which excludes certain expenses that are not controllable by management, was $1.8 billion for the year, compared to over $2.2 billion for the prior year. The net loss for the year under generally accepted accounting principles, GAAP, totaled $9.5 billion, compared to a net loss of $6.5 billion for the prior year, an increase of $3.0 billion primarily attributed to the year-over-year increase in non-cash workers' compensation expense. Over 80% of our current year net loss is attributed to factors that are outside of management's control, specifically, the amortization of unfunded retiree pension liabilities and non-cash workers' compensation adjustments. September 30, 2024 saw the release of Delivering for America 2.0, Fulfilling the Promise, which revisits and re-examines our original 10-year transformation and modernization plan issued in March 2021, describes the significant progress made over the past 3 years, and summarizes the evolution of our major strategies that are now driving the organization forward to financial stability and sustained service excellence.
Oh, okay. So they definitely were losing money. Cool. So, their operating revenue increased to $79.5 billion, but their controllable losses were reduced, and their uncontrolled losses went up $3 billion, which is pretty insane, to be perfectly frank. So maybe they got some beef on there. Here's Delivering for America 2.0. This is that strategic plan that they were talking about. Good thing it's still available for us. Wow, look at that, dude. Congress designed the U.S. Postal Service to be self-sustaining, covering its costs by primarily selling products and services. However, in fiscal year 2007, expenses began exceeding revenue, and this led to a loss of $87 billion from fiscal year 2007 through 2020, and $188 billion in unfunded liabilities and debt. USPS has made efforts to cut costs and adjust its operations to adapt to declining mail volumes. However, the cost savings from these efforts have dwindled in recent years. USPS must meet several statutory requirements and has a wide variety of stakeholders. Holy fucking shit! So, yeah, I guess they've been losing a lot of money for a while now. USPS has been losing money since 2007, and I mean, $87 billion is definitely no slouch, right, for a 13-year period, but like 188, what the fuck is unfunded liabilities and debt? Like, what the fuck is, what? Like, what? Huh? What are you talking about? What the fuck? Oh, it's pension plans. Okay. That makes some sense.
Unfunded liabilities, aka pension debt. Pension plans are designed to collect contributions from active workers, invest that money to produce.
Yeah, doozy, I bet Elon's gonna be delivering the mail after all. It's gonna be Tesla bots delivering the mail.
Produce a return, and use those combined contributions and investment returns to pay promised benefits. This design means that when a pension plan is working as it should, the fund will hold assets equal to the estimated value of the benefits it has promised to pay. Unlike Social Security, which uses money from today's workers to pay today's retirees.
I'll suck your mail through pneumatic tube, State Anaya. Dude, pneumatic tube systems to everybody's houses would be a nightmare to fucking keep running, okay? You know how many fucking vacuum pumps and shit you would need for that?
Retirees and does not invest assets.
Where are they gonna put all the fucking pipes? Well, they're just gonna have fucking pipes everywhere.
Assets, pension funds should receive money today that can be invested to achieve the total needed to pay retirement benefits in the future. When the value of
okay. So, let's be clear here. The unfunded liabilities that they're talking about, all of the losses that USPS has taken is because they're paying people's pensions and shit. Yeah. That's why they're losing all that money, because all those people that worked their entire life for USPS got their money put into pensions and shit, and then they have to pay out those pensions because, like, that's how the government works, right? And, well, yeah, they're losing so much money is because in 2007, with the massive decrease in mail being sent because of the mass-wide adoption of email, literally made it so that they could not pay their own operating costs because they were literally sending out so much money in having to pay out pensions that they simply haven't been able to recoup, which really seems it. Let's see, USPS pension. Yes, years of service, right? Oh, great. So the United States Postal Service, we'll just have this AI bot read it for us because, fucking why not?
The United States Postal Service, USPS, pension is based on years of service and age at retirement. USPS employees participate in the Federal Retirement Program, which includes the Civil Service Retirement System, CSRS, or the Federal Employees Retirement System, FERS. Eligibility. Employees with at least 5 years of service can retire at age 62 or later. Employees with at least 10 years but less than 30 years of service can retire at their minimum retirement age, MRA. Employees with at least 30 years of service can retire at their MRA and receive an unreduced benefit. Benefit calculation. The benefit is 1.1% of the employee's high 3 average pay multiplied by their total creditable service. For employees who retire at age 62, the multiplier increases to 1.1%. Other retirement benefits. Disability coverage. Health insurance through the Postal Service Retiree Health Benefits Fund, PSRHBF. Retirement counseling. Employees who are considering retirement can receive counseling.
So it's all about the compensation plan and the benefits plan and the retirement plans because they can't recoup their money anymore, so they want to put it up under the Department of Commerce. So let's see. Department of Commerce pension. Yes. Let's see. Now, why do they want to put them in charge of it? Office of Human Resources Management? Yes, retirement information from FERS and CSRS. Yes. Okay. So I wonder who actually runs FERS. Is that the Office of Personnel Management? Why, yes, it is. And then who runs the Civil Service Retirement System? Is that also the Office of Personnel Management? Why, yes, it is the Office of Personnel Management. Okay. And is it the Office of Personnel Management, the people that were having so much trouble? Like, didn't we just hear about opium wasteful spending from someone? Yeah. Ending radical and wasteful government DEI programs and spending. Yeah. Implementation. Director of the Office of Management and Personnel. Director of the Office of Personnel Management. Makes sense. Makes sense that that's the way that they're looking to do it because they want to make sure that they can protect the pensions of the people, right? And yeah, I guess if you did put it under the Department of Commerce, you could definitely hide a lot of the losses that were coming from, all of those pension benefits that people are paying out. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, what's the Department of Commerce's mission? Yes. The Department of Commerce, employee competitiveness, organizations and directives with partners in commerce history. Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, let's just get rid of the CIA, NSA, and the U.S. Patent Office. Yeah, let's get rid of the Patent Office. Fuck those guys. Let everybody make everything. Let's see what their bureaus and offices are that are connected. Look at that. OPEBABISEDA. I mean, I guess they really want to change things for us to make it better for us, but I don't know, dude. I don't know. Kinda seems sussy. Kinda seems sus. It seems a little sus. Sussy wussy, okay? Seems a little bit weird, right? I mean, I guess this is a win, and if we can fix them losing all of this money by having to pay out all of their pensions out of their own pocket and shift all of that to a different portion of the government with a little more oversight, I think that might be good. You know, because they're not taking everything away from them. It seems pretty clear that they're really just trying to set a path forward that's going to fix the gigantic deficit that they're having because they're having to pay out all of their pensions and shit out of pocket. And it's literally putting them into massive debt because, you know, they never thought that email would become a thing, I guess, you know, like shit's fucking nuts, bro. Shit is nuts. So, seems good for me. I like it. I mean, I feel like there's probably a lot more bad things that probably could have been happening over this particular situation, but at least right now, we got the good understanding, my dudes and dudettes. Yeah, you don't think USPS survives? No, I don't think that they can survive, really. I mean, people don't really send packages anymore. But that's going to put it all on the table of FedEx and US or UPS, basically. And I'll tell you right now, from personal experience, UPS fucking shits on FedEx all over the place, bro. Like, UPS can deliver a package on time. FedEx, I mean, it'll fucking get there eventually. But, like, you know, shut up. And then, you know, the post office, like, you know it's going to get there, you just don't know exactly when. Because they don't overpromise and they definitely don't overdeliver. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They don't deliver. They don't deliver at all. Now it's time to go look at a bunch of just random and crazy disparate videos of stuff that I've collected over the day. This is probably one of my favorite videos because, you know, I'm not married or anything, but, like, I feel if I was married, this is indeed what it would look like when me and my wife were getting ready to go to work. I would be this man right here. And you know what? I do look like this man because I wear all black, except for I don't wear white socks. I wear black socks too. They're getting ready. She's getting ready while he is just waiting, and he did a time lapse of what it looks like when they're getting ready. This bitch is everywhere. Look at this shit. Is this how it was? I kind of remember it, you know, when I used to have girlfriends and shit, you know, I'd be sitting there just on the couch waiting for them for like an hour to get ready. And then they'd be like, "Oh, come on, are you ready to go? I'm ready to go." And I'd be like, "Yeah, let me stand up. I'm fucking ready." This is funny, dude. This happens every fucking morning. Yeah, dude, you're sitting in your bed. You're already wearing your clothes and everything, just sitting in bed, and you're like, all right, wife. Honey, you need to wake up. I'm just resting my eyes. It's taking you forever. You've been doing this for an hour. I did a fucking time lapse, and you literally, you look like the Flash. Motherfucking running all over this motherfucker. Yep. You know what? Oh, I guess it could be worse. Yeah. It could be worse. I mean, in other news that's more positive, I heard that, you know, we might be getting flying cars. or flying cars might actually exist. So I know CV's going to be super happy with this one, but like, I don't know, bro. The first flying car has been released. There it is. Ah, yes, we have a flying car. As you can see, this flying car is flying over a Lexus. There it goes, baby. It's 2025. We're in the future. Serious. It's a flying car. That's a real ass flying car, dude. That car flew. It didn't fly high, let's be clear. It didn't fly high, but it definitely flew over another car. And that is not CGI. That ain't fake. That is 100% real. 100% real. The flying car has designed, and you know what? I don't got lots of information on the whole thing. But here's the little blurb on it from the robot.
New, Aleph Aeronautics releases footage of their electric car jumping over another car on a road in California. The company claims this is the first test in history of a car drive and vertical takeoff in a city. The company hopes to solve traffic by developing a car that can simply fly over it. This drive and flight test represents an important proof of technology in a real-world city environment, said Aleph Aeronautics CEO Jim Duchovny. We hope it will be a moment similar to the Wright brothers' Kitty Hawk video, proving to humanity that new transportation is possible. The car can currently only drive 25 miles per hour. It operates with 4 rotors in the front and 4 rotors in the rear. The company has already received over 3,000 pre-orders and expects to sell the vehicles for $300,000 each.
Well, there you go, dude. They think that video is equivalent to the Wright brothers' Kitty Hawk video, proving to the world that new transportation is possible. And I guess it is possible if you don't mind only driving 25 miles an hour. And yes, it's basically a drone. It's got 4 rotors in the front and rear that fly it around. Maybe it's just a leaf blower or something like that. The company is called Aleph Aeronautics, which I've never heard of, but it definitely sounds like a Jewish company. Although it says that it's based in the United States. There we go, dude. There's your flying car right there. It's got tires. It flies around. I mean, this is the future, bitches. Vertical takeoff and landing car. And they're saying that you could go far as fuck. They're saying you could fly from here to there. Just imagine that. You are in New York City and you're fucking taking off and flying to a different place in the city. That's insane. 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 Yep. What's this? And they've already signed a manufacturing agreement with Percara Aero. Yep. Yep. Flying cars. Cops are going to have them first. DoorDash made easy. I don't know. Look at that. 2015. Back to the Future. 2016. These guys built a flying car. 2018. 2019. They've actually gotten enough people to invest in these things that they're really going to be able to make it. Interesting. Wait, what is this? The company officially rebranded under the name Aleph and launched its public-facing website along with the defined mission and vision of a new consumer future. Aleph is the first letter of the Phoenician, Aramaic, Hebrew, Arabic, Persian, and Syrian and other alphabets, signifying the leading position Aleph will eventually occupy the hearts and minds and garages of the public. That's right. I wonder what they were called first. Did they have a different name before then? They probably did, right? Who knows? Let's see what they say on Wikifledia. And they got a seed investment from Draper Associates, the A-Lift Model A. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Last time I heard new transportation was getting built, or the last time I heard we were getting a new semi-truck, it was from Nikola, and they were going bankrupt. But maybe, just maybe, we might get the flying car, dude. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it's basically a funny car. It's a drone with the fake skin that gives it the shape of a car. That is correct. That is what it is. So fucking dangerous. Literally the most dangerous thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, you're gonna die. Well, let's go check on Rachel Maddow. Did you hear that she's been talking to Trump constituents who are allegedly not happy?
I'm a registered Republican voter and retired active Army officer. How can you tell me that Doge, with some college whiz kids from a computer terminal in Washington, D.C., without even getting out into the field, after about a week or maybe two, has determined that it's okay to cut veterans' benefits?
I think a couple things. Let me give you an example. Did you know that the VA was in charge of payments for illegals for housing? Basically, the VA.
No, I'd like for you to send me. Could you send me that reference so I could research that? Because no, I'm not aware of that. And I would tell you that that's a red herring, a false flag. If you're throwing that kind of political stuff up, trying to cut veterans' benefits, that's very alarming to me. I'm a registered Republican voter and retired active Army officer.
Trump was cutting the VA benefits? Is that what happened? For real, though? Hold up. Let's see. WeAreNeighbors.org, Military Benefits Slam, Project 2025 Plan for Vets, paid sponsored link, Common Defense US, Veterans and Project 2025, sponsored link. Top story, VA Secretary, we're not cutting benefits. Many federal workers are vets. They're terrified. Middle finger to the vets. Middle finger to the vet. VAnews.gov. EA ends DEI, stops million in spending on DEI. So yeah, like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? So the only people that are saying that Trump's benefits are getting slashed are not the people in the VA, but there's a bunch of paid websites at the very top of Google where some old dipshit who doesn't know how to use the internet would just automatically assume that, they're cutting our disability. Trump, VA, illegal immigrants. Oh, wait, not illegal immigrants, VA. There you go, VA. Huh. Interesting. So, wait. Fact sheet. President Trump ends taxpayer subsidization of open borders. Interesting. Illegal immigrants. Where is it that they're getting the money from the VA, though? That's what I want to know. The report also proposed cutting disability compensations to veterans rating lower than 30% and drop in disability compensation for veterans whose health conditions aren't directly related to military duty. So I guess it's all coming back from this Project 2025 garbage. Huh. So they're taking what they said about taking DEI funding away from the VA and trying to apply it to say that veterans are losing their benefits. Huh. That's pretty fucked up, dude. That's a pretty asshole narrative. Pretty asshole narrative, especially when Doug Collins says that, yeah, we're not cutting critical health care. We're not cutting health care benefits. We're not cutting benefits. Yeah, you better not, dude. That'd be a good way to fuck town, is what I'd have to say. We just got a COLA increase. I don't even know what that is. Veterans should be allowed to buy all the health care they want without the VA. For sure, yeah, they shouldn't even have to go into the health care. They should be able to spend their VA money wherever the fuck they want it. But yeah, they're not going to let them do that.
In fact, like I just said,
So no benefits cut,
put
no
more into it.
benefits, no critical services cut.
No critical services cut. And they keep telling to scare people because that's the only tool they have left is to try and scare people. And I'm here to tell you the truth. You want to come to the Secretary of VA, that's me. We're not cutting critical health care. We're not cutting health care benefits. We're not cutting benefits. In fact, we're actually making it faster in our VBA, our benefit side, to get your answer quicker. We've already instituted, we've had some record decisions, weeks, where we're actually posting more and more benefits to claimed and to conclusion than we ever have. Those are all why we're making the changes that need to be made. So look, when you have the Hill saying this is being cut, and one right now that, let me just get to this one because this is sort of offensive. They said that we were cutting veteran crisis line responders. That is just wrong. We did not cut any veteran crisis line responders who actually pick up the phone and talk to those who need to talk to a veteran crisis line. They're trying to use that with some other things that were going on in the back offices that did not happen. So just for your listeners, and if you're watching tonight, trust me when I tell you, we're doing everything for the veterans, and we're making sure we do it efficiently as per what the president, who has set the agenda to say, take care of my veterans, but also set the agenda that the way we do things in Washington is over.
Sorry, the way that they do things in Washington may be over, but the way that they do things in the media is still the same. They're still going to keep telling people to do that. But yeah, Trump aims to cut benefits for those without legal status. Most already don't qualify. So yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense, does it not? Yeah, what the fuck? Gotta figure out where those guys are coming from. So yeah, how could you be a veteran and also be an illegal? That doesn't make any sense to me. That don't make no sense. That does not make any sense. But okay. They're cutting the benefits. They're slashing the prices. They're telling them it ain't going to be happening. All at the same time that they're saying that Elon Musk is a Russian asset.
Like sometimes, like to end this war. Say like, you know, I'm a bought asset of Putin. Yeah. I'm like, he can't afford me.
I think you're worth more than Russia.
Think about it.
I like that.
Like,
what do you mean Putin can't afford you, Elon? Aren't you working for Trump for free? So, like, anybody could afford your free ass. Because your ass is free. I don't know. You know? Okay, Elon. But yeah, I guess, Putin couldn't pay you. What else is happening in the world today? Oh! Wow, look at all the people waiting for Luigi Mangione. Their hero. No comment. No comment. That looks like a pretty happy dog, though. No comment. No comment. No comment. What is this? FBI Director Kash Patel tells the deep state there will be accountability.
There's a singular. And for those of you who think that there's going to be a two-tier system of justice, not with Attorney General Bondi. There's a singular system of justice for all Americans, and there will be accountability.
There will be accountability. Yeah. So I like that. I dig that. Although there are some Christians out there that are a little upset that FBI Director Kash Patel utilized the Bhagavad Gita for swearing in instead of the Bible. Apparently, they do not understand that the Bhagavad Gita is like the Bible for him.
Please place your hand on the Gita and raise your right hand.
Place your hand on the Gita!
I, Kashyap Pramod Patel, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States. That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
Mind out of the gutter unless there's a source. A source of what? Booty? Or you mean like booty? Pam Bondi ain't got no booty.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
Look at this fucking thing. Oh, hold up. You can't see it. One sec. Look at this fucking thing. That shit's flat. That shit's flat as a pancake. Flat as a pancake. Yeah, dude. Hindu power, bro. They're taking over, man. They're taking over. You know what's weird, though, about me, though? Anytime that I've ever really met anybody that was, like, Indian or, like, from India, I guess you could say, that follows any of those, religious teachings or whatever, they look at me and they go, what the fuck? You look like this one guy. And then I'm like, what guy? And then they show me a blue guy. And I'm all like, well, who the fuck is that? They're like, you look exactly like this dude. Exactly.
And I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter. Discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter.
Damn, dude, that ass is flat. Bhagavad Gita. Oh. Bhagavad Gita. That's what he swore in on. One of those. It's scripture, often referred to as the Gita, given forth from Krishna. Yes, the Hindu scripture that's dated to the 1st or 2nd century BCE, which makes them old as fuck. Yes, the Bhagavad Gita. Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha. Yep. Ganesh is fresh, bro. Anyways, yeah, Bhagavad Gita is a cool book, man. They got depictions of space battles and flying Vimanas and shit like that. Shit's totally fucking dope. Shit is fucking dope, dude. Yep. Here they also have this, right? The earliest unambiguous image of a deity. Yes. Dude wearing a weird hat with the wheel thing and a sword. Gotta love it. Got to love it. Right? That's what he was swearing in on. Because, he's about that, dude. He's about that. Vintage Hindu god Krishna at the Gita birth. Right? See, there's Krishna right there. Krishna is usually depicted in a blue with this really shiny halo thing. Very reminiscent of what you see in all of the depictions of Jesus Although the difference would be is that Jesus was not blue. But they rode around on elephants and shit. So pretty cool. Yeah. Ancient history from India. Super dope. Super dope. Yep. Very dope. Think about that. Also, the first depiction of a nuclear weapon was, yeah. I am now become death, destroyer of worlds, Oppenheimer. Gotta think, dude. Here's a mass recitation of the Bhagavad Gita, right? Look at all those people, dude. Look at all of them. Look at all of them. It's a very rich history. Cool shit, though, you know? If you ever wanted to learn more about it in a really fun way, you could go listen to MC Yogi. Yep, MC Yogi. Just go listen to MC Yogi. You'll figure it out. We had elephants in America. What the fuck? I ain't ever seen an elephant in America. You lying, dog. You lying. We had mastodons. What does it say? Elephants evolved primarily in the Old World and came to the Americas during these migrations. Immigration elephants evolved into new North American farms, but ultimately these elephants went extinct 10,000 years ago when the Younger Dryas happened. And the Younger Dryas is when that big ass asteroid came out and like murdered the fuck out of everybody. Fucking murdered them. Cut them down. Yeah, we had woolly mammoths. It's not exactly an elephant, but, you know, close enough. Close enough to party. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever had a situation where you got both point of views?
Alright, door's open. Get the fuck out. Really didn't make it very far. Alright, door's open. Get the fuck out.
That was the craziest fucking thing that ever happened. 70 miles fucking per hour, a fucking bird. The fuck, dude? That was the craziest fucking thing that ever happened. 70 miles fucking per hour, a fucking bird. The fuck, dude? That was the...
Really didn't make it very far. Alright, door's open. Get the fuck out.
Craziest fucking thing that ever happened. 70 miles fucking per hour, a fucking bird. The fuck, dude?
What did we learn? What did you gather from that video? Actions have consequences. And everybody's got a cell phone now, so you know what? They're gonna fucking be able to find your ass. They're gonna fucking be able to find you! Ooh. Yeah. That really happened. We got both sides of that situation. Very rare occurrence to get both sides like that. I just hope everybody's okay. Obviously, that turkey is dead. But, you know, fucked up, man. Shit is fucked up. I'm wanted by the Russian government, as are several hundred other Russian dissidents who have fought safe haven in the West. With negotiations approaching, Putin is surely going to ask for some of us.
You left Russia because of its crackdown on many things, including LGBTQ rights. You came here for a safe haven. You're also transitioning. Do you feel any safer here after having fled Russia? Do you feel safer now?
You know, I'm in a situation of at least several hundred Russian dissidents who are wanted by the Putin regime. The Putin regime has sentenced me to 8 years for spreading disinformation by reporting on Russian war crimes in Ukraine. So I'm wanted by the Russian government, as are, as I said, several hundred other Russian dissidents who have sought safe haven in the West, including in this country. With this incredible, burgeoning new relationship between the United States and Russia, that's terrifying, right? Putin is clearly going to ask for us.
Oh, damn. Well, they're going to ask for you now. Sir,
that's
ma'am.
part of what's frightening. Another part that's frightening is, yes, I left Russia because my family was directly threatened by Putin's anti-gay laws. And I'm a trans person living in the United States now. I don't feel personally threatened at the moment because I live in New York, because I work at the New York Times, and because there's certainly a lot of privilege that I enjoy that protects me. But having lived in Russia in a similar position, I know that privilege only goes so far. And of course, in this country, the attack on trans people is also specifically designed to push trans people out of public spaces, right?
Good!
It's the
that's
denial
terrible.
of documents, the denial of, the requirement that you use the bathroom of the correct gender. You don't want to see what happens if I walk into a women's bathroom. But it's not pleasant for anybody involved. All of these things are designed to push trans people out of public space. And of course, public space is where journalists work, right? So it's also, for me, a professional risk and an attack on trans journalists who, again, as a New York Times columnist, I'm somewhat protected, but I look at my students and I realize they're at real risk.
Yeah. Cool. Let's make it all about ourselves again. So yeah, dude, how do you feel about the United States giving up Russian dissidents in order to get peace in Ukraine? I don't know how that works because, if everything that they're negotiating is between them, like why would America have to give anything to Trump in order to get in there? It kind of seems like one of those classic situations where these people that have all this mental instability are consistently and constantly making everything about themselves. Okay.
The White House is...
Nothing can be funnier, probably, than Nancy Pelosi getting her comeuppance.
The White House is looking to sell the Nancy Pelosi Federal Building on 7th Street and the century-old building at 50 United Nations Plaza. The Trump administration says it will save money by avoiding maintenance on the buildings, selling the properties, then leasing office space for federal workers. Former Congresswoman Jackie Spears says it's just about vengeance.
It's another example of how he's coming after Democrats, he's coming after California, and it's all about payback.
Also targeted is a federal building in San Bruno that stores National Immigration Archives. The building is named after Congressman Leo Ryan, who was killed during the Jonestown Massacre in 1978.
No way, they're going to sell the Nancy Pelosi building? Fuck you, Nancy Pelosi! Fuck you, bitch!
And my fellow Americans, the best is yet to come. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you very much.
She did.
Wait.
Sure did.
She ripped it.
A stunning.
The White House is looking to sell the Nancy Pelosi Federal Building on 7th Street.
Dude, who's going to buy it, dude? Somebody want to buy that federal building? Somebody should buy that federal building and turn it into low-income housing. Somebody should buy the Nancy Pelosi federal building and turn it into low-income housing for fucking the homeless people in San Francisco and shit. That's actually a good idea. I'm gonna write that shit down, dude. Hold up. Someone should buy it and turn it into a housing complex for the homeless.
The White House is looking to...
God damn, son. She's not even dead and she's got a building, dude. She's a bitch. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Is that fuck that bitch? Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Oh well. I guess what else can we kind of like get into here and see what is going on? Oh, I got this really interesting video right here. What does it say? This is only the tip of the iceberg. Symbolism will be their downfall. What do we got? Satanic Church. Satan. LaVey. Pope Benedict. Satanism. Giving the horns. Ah! The upside down cross. The upside down cross. And the right side up cross. The Nazca lines. The Nazca lines. You shall have no other gods before me. The papal throne. The ancient serpent, the great dragon, the Pope Gregory with the serpent, the great dragon, Satan. These guys will use QAnon for literally anything. It's so hilarious. It is so fucking hilarious. Probably not as hilarious as the next one. So I made a prediction about the biggest streamer in the world, or the biggest political streamer in the world. And yeah, he's officially no longer a part of OTK, as predicted, exactly 2 weeks on the dot.
You got kicked out of OTK, didn't you? Yeah, I'm not involved with OTK at all. Pretty much. Yeah. Nope. Done. I haven't been for a while. And so, yeah, I'm chilling. So if there's something going on with them or anything else, that's up to them. It's not my thing. And I've been a very relaxed guy. Why? I mean, there's a lot of reasons why. I can talk about it just for a couple of minutes. But the main reason why is that... I don't wear jewelry. Well, there's a couple of reasons. Number one, like my content and doing like controversial political content is really hard to like kind of synthesize with content that's not like that, because of just how extreme it is and how polarizing it is. So it's harder to find sponsors. It's harder to do things for that reason. And so that's one big reason. And so like I don't want to like kind of grief other people, because I'm going down what I think to be the best direction for like my channel, my career, my actions, right? Like this is what I want to do as a person. And so when I want to do that and I want to go down that path, then I'm going to do that and go down that path, because I think that's the right option. But I also don't want to put anybody else at risk in doing that, obviously. So that's why I separated myself, and I didn't want to have anything to do with it. It's because, and this is a mutual thing, right? And even if it wasn't, I still would agree with it. And so the haters won. Well, it's not necessarily haters won. It's more that a lot of people, I don't want to sign other people up for my battles.
I don't want to sign up other people to my battles. Well, you've never been able to win basically any of the battles that you put forward. And the whole reason that you got popular just booted you out of the entire thing. And you sitting here coping and trying to tell people that your content is different because you're edgy and cool and you're trying to shield them and it was mutual is fucking laughable. Because getting dropped by everyone, including the secret promotion company that helped get you your stardom, means that you're basically back to being nothing, bucko. You're gonna turn out to be like Sneeko, which technically isn't like the worst thing out there, but like, bro, your whole fan base was those retards, and then you went another way, and you really think it's gonna keep that play when you don't have all of that extra shit behind the scenes keeping you at the top? Here's reactions to what he said. The way things are going, he's going to be in the White House spokesperson next month or something. Don't our seniors need Social Security to survive? It is what it is. Bye-bye. He's about to go all-out grifter now. I expect to see him collabing with a whole bunch of right-wing grifters and politicians as well. Might as well fuck off to Stake 2 for the bag, right? Maybe we'll get invited. He'll get invited to the White House. I'll translate this. I'm going to do my own content by watching other people's content. And I'm going to say racist and sexist things. Far right nonsense, too. Fuck Asmongold. Getting kicked out of your own org to own the libs. Emmy will follow. His raids created her salary. It's in her best interest to be in his good graces. She was silently the most money hungry in the org. Ms. made Emmy, not Asmon. What is the purpose of OTK other than to sell merch at this point? OTK needs to exist so NMP can blame Reddit for his demise. It's a Godfather paradox of sorts. He went on to talk about the amount of social pressure and obligations OTK put him on. It's called working a normal job and running an actual company where your actions directly affect other people. It's actually one of the healthiest things about workplaces. It makes people be more mature and respectful to others. Too bad he is just too much of a self-centered dumbass to understand that. Fantastic. Now that he is no longer in OTK, I look forward to see his further spiral into unhinged insanity. I wonder what his over-under for how many months it will be till Twitch will ban him and he stream it on Kick. No negative feelings. Watch him attack every single one of them in a week. In another clip, he says OTK was one of the biggest mistakes he made in his life, but he doesn't regret it. He says they made him overcommit to social events and it was bad for his mental. He talks about it for a while in the VOD. The guy showed up to like 2-3 events yearly when OTK was their content creating prime. That shit makes me laugh, bro. Like, I can't believe it, dog. Like, you gotta think. You gotta think, dog. Like, like, how do you fucking leave something like that? Right? How do you leave something like that? Now, let's see. One True King, or OTK, based out of Austin, Texas, commonly referred to as OTK, was created on October 11th, 2020 by content creators Asmongold, Miss Fifth, Kiff, and S-Van, Rich Campbell and Tips Out. In their first video, founding member Asmund Gold stated, "We came up with this idea of making an org and building the org around friends and building the org around friendships in general." Bro, he literally started the organization and he got kicked out. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, bro. It was like his idea and he got booted out of it because he's so fucking toxic and so lazy that nobody wants to deal with him anymore, which is pretty hilarious. That's hilariously unsafe. It's a hilarious situation. Like, I don't think it gets any funnier than that, my friends. Like, that is some high level cope for you to basically get to the top and then fall to the very fucking bottom within like minutes because you just decided that, you know what? I don't want to deal with it. I know I started this guild on friendships, but fuck all my friends. Fuck them. We're not even going to talk to them. We're just going to throw them fucking the fuck out. Like, you got to be out of your fucking mind. Yeah. Like, you got to be out of your fucking mind. But then again, you know, maybe OTK should just rename themselves to OTL, the one true liberal, because that's basically what they are. And it's just really sad to see these big companies going to a close. You know? It's really sad to see all of them go down. Go down like that. Actually, I don't really care, though. I just knew that shit was coming down the pipeline. It was fucking obvious, bro. It was fucking obvious that shit was going to be happening. It was obvious he was about to get lit the fuck up. And especially after it would, and you know, honestly, a lot of this stuff seems to really have started culminating during the whole pirate software saga. Dude, I guarantee you he's going to have Kanye West on his fucking show. Kanye West is going on that show. We're going to see Asmund Gold and Kanye West and go. Yep. It's fucked up, bro. Screwed up. Shit. Talk about screwed up stuff. You want to see some more even screwed up stuff? The bus bombing in Bat Yam, Tel Aviv was done by Jewish Israelis. 3 Israelis have been arrested, and now there's a reporting ban to stop the truth from coming down. The attack was weaponized by Netanyahu and his defense minister last night to increase the attacks in the West Bank.
سيارة وديعة حركة يا شباب فيها غاز بسرعة بسرعة ابعدوا يا شباب فزع يا شباب
No way. Another false flag attack type shit so that they could go in there and do whatever it is the fuck that they want? No way. That can't be real. That's not real, right? No, that's real. Yeah, Pirate Software and Nico, they both have the same therapist on their channel. Yeah, that's not their therapist. It's the company that promotes them that they're managed by therapist. You know who doesn't have a therapist? Me. I don't got a therapist. I had one at one point or whatever. My therapist was a chick that we used to party with or what I used to party with or whatever, who is an actual real life therapist or whatever. I think her most famous client that I knew of was a dude named Avicii. Played music. Unfortunately, he killed himself. Yep. This guy. Really, really good dude. It was very, very, very strange to hear of the Swedish DJ Tim Bergling taking his own life. But, you know, I guess you can't help them all. Maybe that's not the way of talking about it. Yeah, Vici. Or as we like to call him, Tim. Oh, well. Speaking of musical artists, did you guys hear that Diddy's lawyer quit? That's right. Yeah, you didn't know that? Oh, yeah, dude, you didn't know that? That sucks that you didn't know that. Yeah, Avicii died. He killed himself. He was working on a project that was supposed to be exposing child sexual abuse and child exploitation materials in the underground of that just before he apparently died. And, you know, according to her, well, according to Panda, as we like to call her, according to Panda, you know, he had been talking a lot about that stuff before he had gone forward. But yeah, Sean Diddy Combs' lawyer quits sex trafficking case. He says, under no circumstances
55-year-old Diddy
can I continue.
AKA Sean John Combs, Puff Daddy, Puffy, P. Diddy, is a
Puffy
classic
P. Diddy.
Shakespearean tragedy, showbiz style. It began to go very wrong last March when the feds raided his homes in LA and Miami. In May, horrifying footage of Diddy brutally attacking his then-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, in a hotel hallway in 2016 was leaked and went viral. He quickly apologized, settled with Ventura, but his problems were just starting.
The world-famous Sean Diddy Combs is expected to be arraigned on federal charges this morning.
Diddy is being charged with racketeering and sex trafficking.
Now the three-time Grammy-winning rapper, record producer, record executive, and fashion designer, once the toast of New York and LA, not to mention the Hamptons and Saint-Tropez, is cooling his heels at the notorious Metropolitan Detention Center.
Yeah! Yeah, I wonder what's going on in the Diddy case that his lawyer just said that he had to fucking quit. Under no circumstances can I move forward. Wow. Anthony Rico filed a motion Thursday to withdraw his one of Bad Boy's record 6 defense attorneys without explanation. His bid to step down won't be official until a judge signs off of it, and a judge might find a sufficient reason to approve the request. Under no circumstances can I continue to effectively serve as counsel for Sean Combs, Rico wrote in the Manhattan Federal Court affidavit. It is respectfully but regrettably requested that the court grant me the relief requested. The lawyer did not elaborate on why he wanted to step down, but he noted the decision came after speaking with Combs' lead counsel, Mark Angiafilio. The attorney suggested the cause for the affidavit's brevity is because he didn't want to divulge any information protected by attorney-client privilege. Uh-oh. Did they discover something and then he just can't talk about it anymore? Did he find something that he didn't like and he was like, nope, can't fucking keep moving forward with this fucking shit show? Yeah. And I'm sure he's got 5 other lawyers that are working for him, but let's see how many more of them are going to drop off the hood, because it reminds me, you know, he's little Epstein, right? That's who he's supposed to be, as far as I'm understanding of it, right? And Epstein keeps coming back up, right? Here's the AG.
The DOJ.
Here's the AG with no ass.
May be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump. I'm reviewing that. I'm reviewing JFK files, MLK files. That's all in the process of being reviewed because that was done at the directive of the president from all of these agencies.
So have you seen anything that you said, oh my gosh?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, we'll check back with you. The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients?
She said that she had the client list on her desk. So, does anybody know where Pam Bondi's desk is? Just wondering. I'm no real reason. Would she be at the main office in Quantico? I mean, I've never been in the FBI. I've like been at the gate of an FBI building before, but like, you know, like where's her desk at? You know? Where's her desk at? I won't take it. I just want to, you know, look at it or whatever. I'll just pop right in. Just like tell me where her desk is. I'll just poof. You know? You won't even notice I was in there. So yeah, just you guys in the chat, just tell me where it's at. Where's her desk at? I can't just pop in there if I can't get a decent picture of where it's at or whatever. I could end up in a wall or something, and that sucks. You'd smell her chair. You'd smell her. You'd be like, ugh! Like that or what? That's nasty. You nasty. You nasty. Gross.
Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right.
Whatever, you guys are telling me. Where is the USAG office? Robert F. Kennedy Department of Justice Building in Washington, D.C. Okay. And there's the Attorney General, Madam Attorney General. Okay. Okay, yeah, this seems doable. Okay. We just need to get there. Okay. Damn, boy, we're gonna do a heist! Alright, so let's check this out. So we gotta get in this motherfucker. Damn, that's gotta be a secure-ass building. What am we gonna do? How are we gonna get in there? So, we need to get a hotel room. Need something quick, close by. All the stuff that's like super close by is probably like fucking super expensive. Let's see. Nearby hotel. Okay. Oh. Jesus fucking Christ! $717 for the Waldorf Astoria in DC? 17? What the fuck? But I mean, dude, the view is perfect right there, you know? Just bust out the Nikon with the big ass lens right there. They're just gonna try to get a room facing east. Yeah, son. All right, dude. Yeah, dude. Like, we gotta basically like get a hotel room at the Waldorf Astoria, and then we gotta fucking get it like a zip line and zip line down here to this building, and then we gotta fucking do another zip line to this building, and then we gotta scale down the side of the building and cut open the window, push it in. Yeah, dude, it's gonna be sick, dog. Actually, hold up. Comet Pizza. Wait, what happened? It seems like pretty far, actually. Seems like a pretty far drive because Comet Pizza's way over here. You gotta go all the way down Connecticut Avenue, Northwestern, right? Oh, fuck. I lost it. Wait, where'd it go? Connecticut Avenue, Northwestern. You gotta get down into the other area right there. We're going to get those, Jeffrey. We're going to get that client list. I need to verify that shit. I did my investigation in Jeffrey Epstein back in 2017 when nobody knew who the fuck that guy was. Everyone was all like, Jeffrey Epstein, who? What? Yeah. And then nobody gave a fuck about it. And then a couple years later, everybody gave a fuck out about it. Fags. Losers. Don't mind me when I tell you. Sons of bitches. You sons of bitches.
سيارة تودينا الحركة يا شباب فيها غاز بسرعة بسرعة
Salam, salam. What was that one video? Oh, yeah. This is probably the most accurate video of the Israel-Palestine conflict I've ever seen. Help! 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 Yeah, I don't know, man. You know, people don't like the truth. I like the truth. Some people don't like the truth. Who knows? Who knows, bro? Here's a video that really will get you wondering. Check out this video of a man on the Chrysler building in the insane ass wind. Look at all the wind. Interesting. That does seem very interesting. Almost strange. What do you think? Could they do that back in the day, or were just like old humans way harder than new humans because they weren't pussies and a little bit of wind didn't scare them? Yeah, I don't know. Fuck that video. What's this? Justin, transgender actor Hunter Schafer reveals his passport has been updated.
I had to get this fixed and get it replaced with a real proper passport, which I went to the Federal Passport Agency today in LA and did. I've had to do this one time before. No part of the process was different. I filled everything out just like I normally would. I put female, and when it was picked up today and I opened it up, they had changed the marker to male. And like, I want to acknowledge my privilege, like not only as a like famous or like celebrity trans woman who is white and thin and can adhere to like contemporary beauty standards, and I can participate in all of that. And I pass, and it still happened. I don't give a fuck that they put an M on my passport. It doesn't change really anything about me or my transness. However, it does make life a little harder. Personally, I haven't tested it out yet. I'll find out next week when I have to travel abroad for the first time with my new passport. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna come along with having to out myself to like Border Patrol agents and that whole gig much more often than I would like to or is really necessary. I just
you have to acknowledge reality and you're upset about it. That sucks, man. Ain't nobody like acknowledging reality at all. You know who else doesn't like acknowledging reality? Nick Fuentes. I was very shocked to find out that in fiscal year 2023, the revenue of Nick Fuentes was $3,903 with $21,000 in expenses and a net income of negative $18,000. I mean, color be shocked, bro. I thought America First was like, a top business, but like apparently they're not very good at making money. Look at that. Wow, I can't believe I'm a better businessman. I'm a failure in business, and I'm a better businessman than Nick Fuentes. It feels so good,
Video shows him being pepper sprayed by a passenger just as the light turned green last Wednesday on Lexington Avenue near 65th Street. He unbuckled himself and jumped out, but the car was still moving, so he hopped back in. The woman continues to spray him as eventually he puts the car in park. Video shows him being pepper sprayed by a passenger just as the light turned green last Wednesday on Lexington Avenue near 65th Street.
A woman pepper sprayed a Muslim Uber driver for praying. America is healing. America is healing. It really is. It really is. In spite of everything and everyone and all the bullshit across the land, we're still winning. We're still moving forward. We're still discovering fraud on a daily basis. Like Dodge just dropping the hammer on $8.2 million USDA contract for cow farts. $8.2 million, dude. For farts of the cow. Moo. Yeah. You stay home. Nobody will ask you for your passport. But then how are they going to be out there celebrating their transness?
Last week, I received a letter from Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry asking me to extradite a New York doctor who provided legal, life-saving, FDA-approved abortion medication to a patient. This doctor, who now faces a felony charge, was simply doing her job, following both her medical oath and New York state law. Prescribing safe abortion medication is legal under the laws of our state. And our reproductive health laws, which began enacting even before the overturning of Roe v. Wade, and which I've since fortified by signing our field laws, explicitly prohibit me or any future governor from honoring this request. New York is where the women's movement was born. New York is where abortion was legalized years before Roe v. Wade.
Oh, yeah?
New York is where Lady Liberty stands tall as a beacon of hope for those seeking freedom. And just as doctors swear to do no harm, I took an oath under God to protect New Yorkers. Today, I reaffirm that oath by sending the letter back to Governor Landry, making it crystal clear. I will not be signing this extradition request. Not now, not ever. As I said before, New York is steadfast in ensuring that no medical practitioners are penalized for providing reproductive health care as permitted by our state laws. In accordance with the laws of the state, I do not recognize this request and will sign my rejection. That's what we stand for. That's who we are as New Yorkers.
Oh, really, Miss Hochul? So, what are you going to do when the federal government starts sending you requests for the same thing? Are you going to tell the federal government no? What happens when a governor tells the federal government no? Yeah. I don't know, Miss Hochul. Seems like a little win for you is going to turn out into being the biggest loss for anything. Or maybe, just stop killing people.
Never believed that the CIA killed Kennedy.
No. You're talking to a guy that's read the entire JFK file.
You've seen all the secret stuff?
I've seen all of that, and I've seen the 7 pages of the 9/11 report. I've seen it all.
I've seen it all.
You don't say that to people that you can't tell what you saw. Should the Kennedy stuff be released?
Yes.
Is there anything there that is like, is anybody alive?
The problem is, the things that we can't release have nothing to do with the questions you guys are asking. That's about as far as I can go on it. But like the answers you guys want
are not there.
Pretty much have them. There's very minimal stuff that can't be seen for things that you wouldn't even think are related to that.
Why can't we release them?
And you're thinking temporally, like, did it stop back then? Right? The way intelligence works is you're always developing it. Where did I get that? Where did that go? Oh, hey, I found that guy 5 years ago. Let's go talk to him. Where does that get us? It's a little bit bigger of a jigsaw puzzle. I mean, it's the same. Look, so the 7 pages of the 9/11 report, yes, overnight, that needs to come out. I'm telling you, that's got to go. And there will be some people that are pissed off.
There will be some people that are pissed off. Yep, I can't wait. I can't wait to see it. I hope they're just not honey-dicking us into oblivion over this entire thing. It's just absolutely, positively insane. We live in a world, we live in a society that is so unambiguously fucked that I just don't even know what's happening, dude. What is happening? Bro, what do they mean? New York City. Or what is happening in NYC? Well, let's see if we can get this in here, because I don't
know how, bro.
I don't want to watch this dude.
2 people in custody tonight after the FBI search of a Diamond District pawn shop. The 2 men had been buying stolen luxury items from South American theft groups and then reselling them at their store.
So the owners of this store right here are in FBI custody for allegedly working with a South American robbery crew to sell stolen items, some of which were taken from the homes of professional athletes and other wealthy.
Dude, they were fencing shit in public.
The individuals all across America by a gang of Chilean immigrants residing in the U.S. illegally, living out a twisted version of the American dream with the alleged help of an American business.
How you guys doing? Body camera footage showing 4 Chilean nationals being questioned by authorities last month in Ohio. And in the trunk, a Louis Vuitton bag.
Where are you guys headed to today? Orlando? Wrong way. Florida's that way.
Nijinsky and Juan Villar are accused by federal prosecutors of regularly serving as fences for South American theft groups. Their Diamond District pawn shop raided Tuesday.
Someone is trying to break into the house right now. My daughter is there. This is Joe Burrow's house.
Federal prosecutors say the thieves made off with roughly $300,000 in luxury items, including watches, glasses, piles of cash, and Louis Vuitton luggage. The alleged gangbangers also posed wearing the NFL stars JB9 and number 9 chain necklaces.
They come here almost exclusively to commit and engage in criminality.
I feel like my privacy has been violated in more ways than one.
Prosecutors say in their search Tuesday, investigators found large quantities of suspected stolen property here at the pawn shop, as well as from a storage facility in New Jersey, where they also found sports memorabilia and power tools that are commonly used to open safes.
Yeah. People want to live in fucking New York City, and then guys like J.R. Riggs say New York is basically a giant PvP server. Yeah, in GTA, for sure. That's exactly the truth. Like, why would you want to live in LA or New York City and have to deal with any of that shit? You know? Homeless crisis, people getting fucking shit stolen from them. Like, you gotta be out of your fucking mind, bro, about any of this stuff. Like, I would hate to say that I'm worried, but guess what? I'm worried, and I hate to say it. It just seems like we are so fucked on so many levels. But hey, you know what? Maybe inflation's gonna go down a little bit. Maybe we'll have to worry about so much bullshit moving forward. As far as I can tell, though, like, this entire thing is very strange. Very strange. Indeed. Indubitably. Indubitably. Indoctrinated. Yeah. You know? We're almost as indoctrinated as this guy at this point.
We can confirm
Old Dumbo.
that baby Kfir Bibas, aged just 10 months old, and his older brother Ariel, aged 4, were both brutally murdered by terrorists while being held hostage in Gaza, no later than November 2023. These 2 innocent children were taken hostage alive together with their mother Shiri from their home on October 7th, 2023. Contrary to Hamas's lies, Ariel and Kfir were not killed in an airstrike. Ariel and Kfir Bibas were murdered by terrorists in cold blood.
Oh, they were? I thought you guys killed them when you did the Hannibal directive or whatever, because they got hit with a explosive, and Hamas flew in there with guns, parachutes, and big fans on their back with no explosives. Yeah. That's where we're at right now, dog. They're going to lie to your face and try to tell you all this other bullshit is coming forward and happening. But who fucking knows, bro? Who fucking knows? Yo, what? 70 injured after roof collapse at a mall food court in Peru? Damn.
Se ha caído el techo, se ha caído el techo, se ha caído el techo, se ha caído el techo. No sabemos, aquí ahorita es peligroso porque se ha caído el techo. Se cayó el techo del patio de comidas. No sabemos qué puede haber pasado. Se escuchó un estruendo bien fuerte. Y de repente vi que hubo una polvareda. El techo se ha venido abajo. El techo del patio de comida se ha venido abajo. Toda la parte de arriba se ha venido abajo. A ver si alguien puede retransmitir esto de acá a las redes sociales para que los noticieros se enteren. Que los noticieros se enteren.
The amount of people just walking around holding their phones up is simply too damn high. There's got to be people under there.
Esto está pasando ahora. Por favor, comuniquen esto. Todavía están cayendo cosas. Yo me retiro de acá ya. Yo me retiro de acá porque eso es peligroso. Hay que retirarse de acá. Yo aquí estoy sobre este techo de aquí, pero igual, eso es peligroso. Yo me retiro de acá porque esto sí grave.
The dude's just saying that it's dangerous. The roof fell in like over and over and over again. Holy fuck, bro. That is insane. I'm surprised.
Cayó el techo. Se cayó el techo de Real Plaza. Carajo. Se acaba de caer el techo, hay varios muertos. Ahorita. Real Plaza.
Damn, dude, you can tell this chick got pulled out of the Rebel. That's insane, son. That is insane. This is what it looked like. So this is what it looked like. Big food court with the big seating area in the bottom.
No hay un inconsciente ahí, pero escúchame. Papi, atrás tuyo hay como una tabla. Atrás tuyo hay como una tabla. Ahí se puede mover. Ahí está blanca. Sí, aquí hay dos. No se puede. Está cerrado. Está pisado con esto. Como que no está inconsciente, no responde. Atrás tuyo. Alumbra. Por ahí, exactamente.
Yeah, better get out of that building. The builders work remote. That's fucked up.
Ha colapsado todo el techo de patio de comida. En estos momentos los bomberos están haciendo búsqueda y localización de víctimas atrapadas. Está el equipo USAR de la Tercera Comandancia Departamental de la Libertad.
God damn, son, that is terrible. The whole motherfucker came down. Damn, son, somebody fucked up big time, dude. The exact number of injuries not known, nothing. The incident occurred Friday evening, February 21st, 2025. The crowded food court area sparking chaos and prompting an immediate response from emergency services. The exact number of injuries or fatalities remains unknown as rescue efforts continue to free individuals trapped under the rubble. Damn, son. Rio Plaza, one of Trujillo's largest shopping centers, had previously faced scrutiny from local authorities, including temporary closure in January of 2024 due to safety violations, though it reopened after addressing the issue. Yeah, I'm going to say that they didn't address the issue. Yeah. No, the whole fucking roof caved in. They most definitely did not address the issue. Holy shit, bro. Like, look at that thing. It literally peeled in and fell. Yeah, dude, whoever built that building is fucking dunzo, dude. They fucking A, dude. You might as well. I hope you got a trust, homie. You're dunzo. You ain't building shit. Everybody that's living in one of your buildings or fucking bought one of your shits is probably gonna be like, nah. That is fucked, bro. People like, that's just fucked, bro. Like, I don't even know, man. Like, who built that thing, dude? Rio Plaza Shopping Mall in Trujillo, Peru. Fatima. Mall Plaza, Rio Plaza. Okay. Wow, 20 fucking thousand photos? Oh yeah, here we go. There's a nice picture of it. You can see. So let's take a look at this. Guys, it's a single freestanding structure. So it's a gigantic circle with columns going up with no centralized support structures or any other support structures for that matter. And the entirety of the weight of the roof is basically hinged on connections through these columns. But as I understand building design, if you look here, some of the columns are not lined together. Basically, they're offset. Like these columns are lined up, so that's pretty structurally sound. But when we get to this area right here, I immediately see an issue. You see the structural column goes up to there and then crosses over on a support beam and goes up. And then again, right here, we have an even longer gap in between the structural support columns. So it's like one side of the roof is heavier than the other side of the roof. And I'm guessing it goes like that all the way around the side. Yeah, look, here's another photo that basically shows exactly what I'm fucking talking about. Look. They're offset. They're offset. They're not lined up on a whole fucking side of the building. It was definitely the inspectors and contractors, not in the plans. Yeah, maybe. No strong foundation. They built that city on a rock and roll, and it rolled. Mm-hmm. Thanks, James. I get tired of chat bills. That's funny. Let's see. Here's a video. Video of the whole thing before it busted. You can see all those columns are lined up right there, and there's no overhang. But over here, overhang, no overhang. Even though, like, those don't look, they don't look very structural. It's like steel pillars, dog. Huh. Yeah, look, dude. Column. Column. So this video is looking from the columns in. So, like, I think I can actually pinpoint it in one of these pictures. Like, they're coming in from on the side over here, and they're looking that way. Damn, son, no fucking way, bro. That's super fucked up, son. Yeah, I'm pretty positive that this is the side that we're seeing all the videos, and then the side that fell in is that whole other side over there.
Se cayó el techo. Se cayó el techo de Real Plaza. Carajo. Se acaba de caer el techo, hay varios muertos.
I can't tell. I see Burger King, but I can't read what that sign says right there. That's nuts.
Ha colapsado todo el techo de patio de comida.
That's really sad, bro. This was an avertible disaster. Like, straight up. Straight fucking up. There's no reason that anybody had to fucking die or get hurt. But I guess they really wanted there's the Burger King. Yep, right by the China Walk. Look, Burger King, China Walk. And then if we go back to this video right here. Wait, not that one. Was it that one? Yeah, I feel like it was this one right here. Yeah, you could see. Because the China Walk and the Burger King are literally right behind them. Damn! Yep, right there. Look at this. Burger King, China Walk. Roof fell down right in front of Burger King and China Walk. Structural column goes over here and then goes up. Decoupled from the top of the structural column and fell straight fucking down. Nothing to stop it. See? Column. Probably like 5-6 feet one way and like a couple more feet in. So there's like no support on this whole entire side of the fucking roof. Only half of the roof was for structural support. That's pretty nuts, son. You could straight up see into the sky. That is so fucked up, bro. Like, oh my Lord. Like, how do you screw up that bad? Let's see if there's like a wiki. Owned by Interseguro Interbank Group. It was inaugurated in 2007, the first building of its kind in the city. The mall was built on a plot of 81,000 square meters. During the construction, it generated more than 1,000 direct jobs and over 1,000 indirect jobs. Wait, why did OBS disconnect? That was weird. Why did my shit just drop out like that? Huh? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So wait. Trujillo. Real Shopping Mall. Trujillo. Arc. Studio Lara Network. On behalf of Rio Plaza, in collaboration with Roberto, to underline the usage of hexagonal modular structure element to cover the food court. Design of common areas and furniture. So no, this is for just an art piece or whatever. Well, yeah, I guess it would be probably pretty hard to find that. Wait, here we go. SDK Acuerdos. In Trujillo, SDK Acuerdos Architecturos. Yeah, that seems probably like who it might be. Architected Trujillo, Peru. Oh yeah, somebody fucked up big time. Portfolio. No. Promenade. Village Center Building. Worship. Government. No. This might not be it. Sustainable design. Oh, but this is the Temecula office. So I'm probably looking at the wrong. That's Salt Lake City. Yeah, I don't know why that mall is so huge. Okay, this might be it. Let's see. Proyectos. Nuestro proyectos. Un familiare. Multifamiliare. Commercial. Instructional. Maybe we're going down the wrong hole over here because they don't seem to have anything on there. I mean, if you made something that big, you would definitely have that shit all over your fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I don't know who this guy in the chat is, just completely fucking yakking, but you know what? Like, shut up, dude. No, I have no idea what you're talking about, and I ignore basically everything that you say, but like every other message is you just spouting nonsense in the chat that doesn't make any sense. So, like, shut up. Shut up. For the love of fucking God. Goodbye. 5 minutes. Like, shut the fuck up. All right, well, I guess that is probably an interesting anecdotal piece of information. Urban Fabric, Esplanade Avenue, Historic Centers. Let's see, real. Oh, here we go. Galleries and malls. Yeah, see, it doesn't have any information about it. That's real fucked up. That's real fucked up. What's up, Biz? For the love that all is holy. Yeah, I know. What's going on there, Spaldinius? What is this? Rio Plaza. Oh, they actually have a fucking website. No way. Vanidos a Rio Plaza, pendejos. Is this it? Is this really their website, or am I looking at Rio Plaza? Check out our shopping centers. Company name Rio Plaza SRL. Rook. Yeah, that seems to be it. Shopping malls throughout Peru. 18. Years being part of your life. 19. Shops and pants for you. How to buy in Rio Plaza. Frequently asked questions. Very interesting. So maybe they just like designed it themselves, I guess? I mean, is that what we're supposed to be gathering for that particular thing? Try architect creator, see if that comes out there. Guirane de Fuente Domingue, Arquitecte de Malls. Imra Socorro, no. Rio Plaza de Ponchuro. Yeah, bienvenidos muchachos, nosotros somos bendecidos. Chiloso. Yeah. Arquitectos. Arquitecte de Malls. Rio Plaza. Freelance. Oh, this person is way too young to have been a person that built the mall that big. This person just be way too big. Oh, wait a minute. Peru. Exclusive interview with Peruvian architect Ada Mejia. Okay, hold up. Oh. Designed, developed, and managed the construction of Rio Plaza Chicaleo, Rio Plaza Centro, Rio Plaza Slavaria. Well, there you go, folks. What do I spy with my little eye? Hold up. Enhance. 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 Hey, where's the zoom? Come on, I can't zoom this shit. Oh, there you go. Why did the mall fall apart? Because it was designed by a woman. I don't make this shit up, man. I just find the information on the internet. Frank Lloyd Wright wasn't a chick. Just gonna say that. Frank Lloyd Wright was not a chick. What is this? Real Plaza SRL Architectia Senior. Architectia Senior. June 2007 to July 2016. And that is Real Plaza in Lima, Peru. Damn, son. I can't believe that we did that shit. Dude, who did the bite ETH hack? That was me. That's my money. I am now the proud owner of $1.5 billion worth of ETH that I'll never be able to spend because literally nobody will ever do it. So I'm going to have to like use a bunch of fake TXTs and shit like that on a bunch of different other sketchy platforms in order to get my shit cashed out. It's going to take a couple of months and then ultimately stealing $1.5 billion just so that you can prank Elon Musk with an inordinate amount of hot dogs is probably not the best usage of all of that money. But, you know, I've never been a one to do stuff for the best usage of money. Just the most fun. Yeah, just the most fun. Ah, yes, senior salaries are growing in Purdue's booming architectural and corporation firm. Yeah, that's right. Ada Mahia Pamina of Rio Plaza, lead architect of the disaster. You can swap it for Monero on the red for me. I pay you. No, dude, I don't own Monero. Monero is for hackers, bro. Monero is for hackers and ex-Canadian wrestlers that hate the government. I made a joke about John Marley because I like him. Hello, ladies! I'm still never going to not do that. Never not going to do that. Just amazing. Just amazing. Dog. How did we solve this? Do I even post this or do I just wait? So, like, here's where we figure out. Do we post anything about this or do we wait like we normally do and then see who runs out there and posts it and then, you know, figures it out and let's see how long it takes them to figure that out. But, you know, Ada, you got some explaining to do. You got some explaining to do. Now I'm going to post it first to do it. I got to do what I wouldn't normally do. I got to post it. Rio Plaza Architect? Ada Mahia? Is this the person that it's going to be put on? Do 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 do. Cardano does have some explaining to do for sure. Yeah, I think BitBite was hacked. Somebody was saying that earlier today. I think it was Squid. I guess. Yeah, Squid said that they had all of their crypto on BitBite and then they got hacked or whatever. Wait, no, I think I'm definitely misremembering that. That's not what happened, actually. Oh, no. Squid said, what a joke. BitBite got hacked for $1.5 billion worth of E. And then I told him, I was like, dude, don't worry about that. That was me. Yeah, that was me. That's my crypto now. Yeah, like people have been tracing the shit out of this wallet right here. I mean, you could go look at it too and see that they're starting to do like small trades and stuff like that. But if you go to like the very beginning, holy fucking shit! 8 hours and 32 minutes ago, right? Like, shit started happening. Actually, it was 9 hours and 13 minutes ago. Like, they started getting little bits of ETH or whatever. But then out of fucking nowhere, if you look on the thing, you'll start to notice that the numbers just start going up and up and up. I don't know why, bro. Seems like a pretty strange thing to be happening. The world's largest crypto exchange was hacked when Ethereum security experts said that Lazarus's $1.5 billion got jacked. They got hacked. They got busted. Yeah. And they said it was a North Korean hacking group, but nah, that wasn't, bro.
On Friday, North Korea's state-sponsored elite hacking group Lazarus pulled off the largest ever attack on a centralized crypto exchange, stealing over $1.5 billion worth of ETH minus 2.67% in derivative ETH tokens from Bybit. Now, hours after the attack, Ethereum security researchers are working diligently to discover how it happened and whether others remain at risk.
Mm-hmm. The post confirming that the exchange was hacked.
Risk. In a post confirming that his exchange was hacked, CEO Ben Zhou noted that the attacker gained access to a Bybit Ethereum cold wallet. Exactly how it happened could have repercussions for the wider industry. According to a postmortem published shortly after the attack, Bybit first became aware of suspicious activity during a previously announced routine transfer from one of its multi-signature cold wallets to a hot wallet. Unfortunately, the transaction was manipulated by a sophisticated attack that altered the smart contract logic and masked the signing interface, enabling the attacker to gain control of the ETH cold wallet, the company wrote. As a result, over 400,000 ETH and SCETH worth more than $1.5 billion were transferred to an unidentified address. From there, as Lazarus often does, the hackers split the funds into 3 separate distribution wallets and then further into dozens of additional addresses. In total, they drained 401,347 ETH worth $1.12 billion, 90,376 SCETH worth $253.16 million, 15,000 CMETH worth $44.13 million and 8,000 METH worth $23 million, and consolidated those tokens into ETH using decentralized exchanges. Bybit noted the exchange is investigating the root cause of the issue, with particular attention given to a potential vulnerability in Safe Wallet, the self-custodial multi-signature wallet that hundreds of other protocols and exchanges use to increase security by increasing the number of signers needed to approve transactions.
Yeah. So, if you don't understand any of that stuff, here's a guy that likes to do stuff for us crypto noobs, and he kind of explains it a little bit better than
Understanding the Bybit hack for crypto noobs. Crypto exchanges utilize hot, warm, and cold wallets to keep their funds safe. Hot wallets are wallets the exchange that send and receive transactions every second from the exchange's users. Cold wallets are used to store large amounts of crypto for a longer period of time. Cold wallets are used to top up the balance of the hot wallets when they get to a determined level. Bybit was doing a routine transfer of ETH from one of their cold wallets to a warm wallet. They utilize multisig, which is where multiple signatures need to be given in order for a transaction to be sent. This is a common security measure used by cold wallets. Bybit works alongside AdSafe. 10:08 a.m. February 21st, 20.
Why did it just skip that whole thing?
10.4K views. To help manage their multi-sig cold wallets. Safe is a smart contract cold wallet that uses multi-sig. During their routine cold wallet transfers, CEO Balldo said in his livestream, "I checked the destination address on the Safe UI to make sure it is our warm wallet address and everything checked out." The original transfer was for 30,000 ETH, $80 million. He confirmed the transaction with his ledger and the transfer was made. 30 minutes after the first 30,000 ETH transfer, CEO of Bybit Balldo gets an emergency call that their cold wallet has been drained for around 400,000 ETH, 1.06 B. This is all we know for now. A lot of blockchain analysis people are tracking the hackers' wallets, so I will update you guys once we know more.
Yeah. Okay, now explaining this in Fortnite terms. I was rebooting my squad after a clutch 1v4 and I get headshot sniped. North Korea stole $1.5 billion worth of ETH. Nah, I'm not buying it. The story of me stealing $1.5 billion ETH is more plausible than North Korea being able to do it. But then again, it could have been North Korea fucking with my computer just a little bit ago. I mean, yo, dog. Like, what? Safe wallet? Like, they hacked the Safe wallet? The most trusted wallet in the ecosystem? Stealth security with multiple signers. Make it with yours with multiple nodules and guards. Access to 130 plus ecosystem apps. Yeah. So, if somebody hacked safe.global, I think that this might be a sign of bigger things to come in the crypto space, because one of the things that us crypto elitists that were there at the actual beginning and before understand that, Bitcoin was just, I guess, a test, right? It's a test of a lot of things to see if this would even be viable. And Ethereum is like its failed little brother who copies everything that you do but does it shittier or whatever, but he's got a lot of little retard friends that will help him out and like hype man him, so like he'll be able to put something together, but in actuality it's vaporware. So it's like, in my opinion, ETH has always been vaporware because a lot of the core functionality of it is dog shit. The fact that the guy that made it did it to be like this global virtual machine when people didn't even like virtual machines back in the day was a pretty big thing. And even now, if you tried to tell me that your entire network stack was virtual machines, I probably would try to choke you out. But, like that's how half the internet runs nowadays. But that's just for space, save space, basically. But in actuality, looking at this particular situation, it makes you really kind of wonder, dude. Like, it makes you fucking wonder if they were able to do even more. What's this?
You don't need the anxiety. Before you bought the bullshit fantasy coin, your life was good. But then you made some money and became greedy. Now the bullshit coin is fucked. And nobody can tell you when it is going to be unfucked. Even the motherfucker who convinced you to buy the bullshit coin, who told you that it is going to be the next big thing, that motherfucker is no...
I just want an Indian guy in my life that will explain shit like this for me. That, like, whenever stuff comes down, be like, can we get the swarthy Indian guy explanation? The cool swarthy Indian guy with sunglasses explanation on that one?
Nowhere to be found. You are on your own. And all you can do is cry about it in the shower.
All you can do
and
is cry
hope
about
and
it in the
believe
shower.
That your bullshit coin will go up in price again, so that you can sell it and make some money and buy some more and then get fucked all over again. That is crypto.
Fuck crypto. Fuck it. Yeah. Like, the creator of crypto, Satoshi Nakamoto, said, fuck crypto. It disappeared. Because he was like, Fuck this shit. Fuck these people. Good times. Anyways, yeah, like, if you're like, fuck these people, and then you go live your life and, just want to completely change everything, try to get away from computers or whatever, like Shinoki Show Nakamoto did, like, the only good coin was ever Bitcoin, and then Dogecoin was invented, and it actually fixed a lot of the problems. That's why Dodge is going to be the coin, bro. I keep saying it. And maybe it's not exactly going to be the Dodge coin that we have right now, but, like, all somebody got to do is take that and slightly improve it and tweak a few little things that we've discovered over time, make it a little less power intensive, and change up the algorithm slightly so that people can't just use ASICs to get all of it. I mean, it would work. People send money and you get it instantly. I mean, it works. We just got to back something on it, Back something on it. Anyways, but ETH has always just been this fucking piece of vaporware that's never worked right, that has always been a fucking piece of shit. Even when NFTs first came out, I'm talking crypto keys and shit. I'm not talking about that newfangled shit where before when NFTs came out, people actually designed whole ass games that you could actually trade and use those fucking things. Like, I remember playing Crypto Celebrities where you could buy and sell celebrity trading cards, and it actually fucking worked. There was a fucking purpose for owning that stupid fucking picture. And then somehow, somewhere, a bunch of retard scammers figured out that people were dumb enough to just buy the pictures, and they wouldn't even have to fucking design the games. Like, but yes, ETH has always been a situation where you should have just mined it, got a bunch of it, and then sold it when you made your nut, and then got the fuck out and never looked back at it. But there's so many people that have invested billions. So, like, all those billions that people basically, what do you call it? Embezzled? No, that's not the right term. Used to gain money over that NFT period where people were selling them bitches for millions of dollars and shit. Like, ultimately, that's the redistribution of wealth from those dumb fuckers, right? Those shitheads that were doing all that NFT bullshit, holding their shit on the biggest crypto exchange for that whole thing. They just got their shit cleaned out wrong. And I think it's beautiful. Like, how do they fucking hack Safe Wallet, dude? How do they fucking hack Safe Wallet? Like, that is fucked. Like, security breach. So, what did they do? I mean, they had to, like, fuck with the signing certificate, and they had to do it through some kind of, like, add-on. There had to be some kind of compromised app in the ecosystem, and then they probably fucking compromised it. And that's probably going to... And if you look right here, it says services are temporarily paused, right? Because they know they have no fucking idea what happened. Damn, son. Like, how many fucking exchanges? How many exchanges use this shit? Safe. Wait, no. Safe Wallet apps. Bro, it could be any of these fucking things. Guaranteed right now. Called it. They created a community app for Safe Wallet a while back and have just been fucking keeping it together and realized that they had gotten a big ass whale, using it, and probably executed on the biggest target that they had access to at the time. But yeah, one of these things did it. And there was safe fake wallet add-ons 100% for sure. You only fucks with Dodge, Cosmo, Eco, and Monero. I only fuck with Bitcoin and Dodge. But I also have Cosmos, I think. Where it is, I don't know. It's out there in the world somewhere. It's out there in the world somewhere, dude. This is crazy. I bet this hack is like on the level of that one time somebody, what's it called, got in control of like a Linux package and inserted a backdoor into it and used it. But like the way that they did was like they found a package that like nobody was maintaining and then spent like months helping maintain it and then somehow managed to talk that person into giving them control for, posting edits, and then they snuck in a fucking a fucking backdoor, like some fucking shit. It's the same shit that's going on here. Ain't no way that they just fucking remote controlled into the computer and like changed an address for the receiver, but had it still show their address. That is insane. Insane. In the man brain. Yeah, dude. I'm just glad I don't use that, I'm glad I don't use that shit. I'm just glad. What's this, Cherie? Silver State Back Roads. What's this? Justice statue has eyes open. What? One of the most impressive buildings in Virginia City, Nevada is an ornate, by a Wild West standard, Story County Courthouse at 26 South B Street. What? Located near the equally historic Piper's Opera House, the courthouse is an impressive structure that has magnificent views of Virginia City northward from its second-story windows. What? Holy shit. A life-size figure of Justice stands in serenity at the entrance, but she is not blindfolded, a rare occurrence in our national symbology. Huh. Yeah, why is Lady Liberty always blind? Because Liberty is blind? The Comstock historical marker number 8 that's located outside the courthouse at this time of the photo's taken states that over the years the legend has evolved that she, Justice, was one of the only few created not blindfolded. The courthouse statue of Justice is the only one to grace the exterior of the Nevada building. The full-size figure of zinc came from New York and cost $236, including shipping. Yo, what? What? It's made out of zinc? Why zinc? I mean, I don't know. They must have casted it or something. It's probably like a bunch of pieces that are casted together or something. I don't know. Huh. In Virginia City, all law enforcement had to have its eyes wide open because it was the epitome of Skull West skullduggery. The facade of the building was well decorated with elaborate ironwork, painted contrasting colors, and the pediment included the construction in 1876, also the National Centennial. Oh, wow. Oh, no wonder I didn't ever see it, because it's like up there at the top. But I've definitely seen that building before driving out to Virginia City, that's for sure. Very interesting. Yeah, Justice needs to get glasses. Well, her justice isn't blind because she got to keep her eyes open. Because this is the Wild West, son. When they built her. But that's just probably some shit that the people around here say because they always be making up shit.
In Virginia City, all enforcement had to have its eyes wide open because it was the epitome of Wild West skullduggery.
Yep, that's right. The good old Wild West. You can still go down to Virginia City, Nevada, and actually see some people doing shootouts and shit. Like, fake, obviously. But like, you know. If you ever want to visit the Comstock Lode and see how the other side lives, this is where you go. Yep.
Virginia City, step back in time. Yeah.
It almost sounds like
Virginia City, Nevada, in Story County. Plan to stay. I wonder what hotels they have. They're probably expensive as fuck. They had the B Street House Inn, the Comstock Lodge, Edith Palmer's Inn, Howard Street Home, Go Hill Hotel, Remember When Motel, the Silverland Inn and Suites, the Sugarloaf Mountain Motel, the Silver Queen Hotel. Ooh, that sounds nice. I feel like I've heard of that one. The Tahoe House, the Virginia City Inn. Oh, that's where I'd be staying right there, dude. Studio 6, dog. Wait a minute, but that's like all the way in fucking the That's not close at all, motherfucker. That's far as fuck. That is far as fuck, dog. Are you kidding me? It's closer to stay at my house and just drive over there. Fuck's sake. Oh my god. Mm-hmm. Dodge was created to hyperinflation and devalue itself, right? It wasn't a joke. Yeah, that's exactly what it was for. Actually, it was created to just prove that cryptocurrency was viable and that when the chain was mined out, it would still work. And it did. It does. So, like, it kind of makes, like, one of the things that we were trying to figure out with Bitcoin is, like, you know, because nobody knows, like, well, what happens when you get the chain mined out? Like, what happens after that? Well, it just keeps going, you know? Little bits keep getting added over time, I guess. Well, at least that's what happened with Dodge. But that's what they had to make it do. If not, you know, you would have only kept getting whatever was out there and you'd be trading little bits and pieces of that. But it still works. The numbers still jive. Yeah, but nobody really knows what that shit's for anyway. And even if they did, they probably still wouldn't know. You know, if I was still a drinker, I probably wouldn't mind, like, riding a motorcycle. Dude, I just think about it. How sick would it be driving down to Virginia City on my motorcycle? Just getting on the Triumph and rolling down over there. And then getting all shithoused at a saloon. Yeah. I don't drink anymore, though, so maybe I could go to, like, a cemetery and, like, look at dead people. Or a mine. Ooh, a mine. Yeah, baby. Yeah, any free tunnel is the best tunnel. But yeah, that's interesting. I never knew about the having a Lady Liberty on a building over there. But never forget. Sometimes when the woman is the architect, mistakes are being made. You know, mistakes are made. Unbelievable.
Todo el techo de patio de
Oh. I still can't believe it. Rio Plaza shopping mall in Peru, devastated by the roof caving in. I can't believe that we actually looked into that. We're like, wait a minute, dude. You gotta be shitting me. Oh well, it'll probably be a couple of days before anybody fucking actually figures that shit out. And they're gonna be scrubbing. They gonna be scrubbing. Scrubbing all of it. Scrubbing it to the ground. Wow. Well, Miss Mejia, you fucked it all up, lady. You screwed that shit up. You really took her for a brooker, motherfucker. Yeah, let's see what's going on. Wow.
Yeah, that's some heavy news to stumble across during a stream. I just caught wind of it too. Apparently, the roof of the food court at the Real Plaza in Trujillo, Peru, collapsed tonight, February 21st, 2025. Reports are saying at least 3 people have died, and around 74 are injured, including kids. It's a chaotic scene with firefighters and police digging through the rubble, and there's even a child still trapped under there. Really puts things in perspective, doesn't it? How'd you and the viewers react when you saw it pop up? Deep search.
We're wondering who was the person that built the building.
Man, that's a wild thing to dive into midstream, especially with everything going on tonight. You're asking about who built the Real Plaza in Trujillo, right? The mall itself opened back in 2007, developed by Real Plaza, which is part of the Intercorp Group, a big Peruvian conglomerate. They're the ones who own and operate these shopping centers across the country. As for the actual construction, it's trickier to pin down the exact builder without digging into records that aren't fully public yet, especially since we're talking about the original structure, not just the recent food court expansion. The mall sits on an 81,000 square meter plot, and back when it was built, it generated over 1,000 direct jobs during construction, so it was a major project. Posts on X and some reports point fingers at companies like BGS Ingenieros and SCHT Chavez for later work, like the food court expansion tied to tonight's collapse, but for the original 2007 build, it's less clear. Intercorp likely contracted a local or regional firm, possibly with oversight from their own engineering teams, but no single person gets credited. It's more of a corporate effort. The collapse has everyone asking questions, though. Some say the original design and later expansions might share the same flaws, and authorities are already investigating. What got you and the viewers curious about the builder specifically? Anything else you want to unpack about this mess? Deep search. Think.
I did not know that the food court that collapsed was a recent construction. That really makes me wonder if the lady, what was her name? Anna? No, Ava? No. What was it? Hold up. Ba-ding, ba-dee, 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 ba-doo, ba-doo. Boop, 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 boop. Ah, Ada Mejia. Who, according to LinkedIn, worked as the senior architect for Real Plaza. Oh, the old explosive bolt trick. What do you mean, explosive bolt trick? Ah.
Yeah, it's pretty shocking to think the food court that collapsed was part of a newer build, especially with something as devastating as what happened tonight at Real Plaza in Trujillo. You're wondering about Ada Mejia and whether she might have been involved as a senior architect for Real Plaza, based on LinkedIn, right? I get why that'd catch your curiosity. Connecting a name to a tragedy like this makes it feel more personal. I dug around a bit, but there's no clear Ada Mejia tied to Real Plaza on LinkedIn that matches your hunch. There's an Ada Mejia listed as a senior technical product manager at UKG in Florida, and another as a senior technical specialist at Kimley Horn in Arizona, but neither mentions architecture or Peru. No profiles pop up explicitly as Ada Mejia, senior architect at Real Plaza, or anything close. LinkedIn's got plenty of architects tied to Peru, but no Ada Mejia in that role. It's possible she's not on there, or maybe the name's a mix-up. As for the food court itself, it's not fully confirmed in every report, but some ex-posts and early news suggest it was part of an expansion or renovation, not the original 2007 structure. Real Plaza's owned by Intercorp, and they've been growing fast, 20 malls now, with Trujillo being one of the big ones. The collapse has people pointing at companies like BGS Ingenieros and SCHT Chavez Tefor for recent work, but nothing solid names a senior architect yet. Investigations are just starting, so who's responsible? Oh, nice find. You've got a sharp eye spotting that LinkedIn profile for Ada Mejia, listing past gigs as an architect with Real Plaza SRL. Since you've got the link right there, https://www.linkedin.com//ada-mejia-0b9690122/?original subdomain =p. Let's roll with it and unpack what it might mean, especially with the Real Plaza Trujillo collapse.
And
Hopping center.
Come on.
With it and unpack what it might mean, especially with the Real Plaza Trujillo collapse fresh on everyone's mind tonight, February 21st, 2025. So, assuming that profile's legit, Ada Mejia's got history with Real Plaza SRL, which ties her to the company behind the mall. Real Plaza, under Intercorp, has been building and expanding these shopping centers across Peru since the early 2000s, with Trujillo opening in 2007. If she was a senior architect or even just part of the team, her work could have touched anything from the original design to later expansions, like that food court that caved in tonight. The profile doesn't spill exact dates or projects, but architects at that level often oversee structural plans, coordinate with engineers, or sign off on designs. With at least 3 dead and 74 injured, people are already asking who's accountable: design, construction, or maintenance. Now, here's the kicker: we don't know if she worked on this Real Plaza or that specific food court. The collapse is being tied to a newer expansion in some reports and exposts, not the 2007 build, and companies like BGS Ingenieros and SCHT Chavez Tafur are floating around as possible players in recent work. If Ada's tenure lines up with those later projects, it's possible she had a hand in it or not. LinkedIn's usually just a highlight reel, not a full blueprint of someone's career, so she could have been long gone before this went down. Investigations are kicking off, and they'll likely dig into who did what and when. What do you and the stream crew think? Did someone flag her profile because of the name, or is there more chatter tying her to Trujillo? I can keep digging if you've got more to throw my way. Deep search. Think.
Yeah, Grok Talk's different to everybody. It's supposed to be associated to each individual person. Yeah, I like that. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, and it says that profile was created in 2016. Yeah. Yeah. It kind of seems pretty seriously out of the ordinary and untoward that would not be there. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. I would almost have to think that we might be onto something here. Although, you can't really blame them. The people that actually built it are probably the ones that get the blame, right? They're the ones that get the blame. They're the ones that get the blame. Uh-huh. And this is from 2017. And it's listed on her profile that she was working for them for 2016.
For her work on new developments, Ada won the prestigious International Conference of Shopping Centers Silver Award in 2016, making her one of the best of Peru and one of the only female architects to obtain such accolade. Ada's creations not only win awards but also improve the aesthetics of towns and cities while increasing the quality of life of the people that live among them. For example, the design and construction of Plaza Juliaca is the first commercial plaza in that city and won an award for improving the quality of life of the surrounding areas.
Good idea.
So, the article's from February 8, 2017, titled Exclusive Interview with Peruvian Architect Ada Mejia, by Shazir Muklai. It's an older piece, but it's gold for context. Ada's interviewed about her work, and it confirms she was tied to Real Plaza SRL, the same outfit behind the Trujillo Mall. She talks about growing up in Lima, getting into architecture because of her dad, an engineer, and landing at Real Plaza after cutting her teeth with smaller firms. The big kicker? She mentions winning awards for her designs with them. Specifically, she gained several Peruvian architectural awards for projects that blended modern vibes with local roots. No exact project names drop, but Real Plaza is a flagship for Intercorp, so it's not a stretch to think her work touched their malls, maybe even Trujillo. Now, tie that to tonight's mess: 3 dead, 74 injured, a kid still trapped under rubble after the food court roof caved in. Reports hint it was a newer expansion, not the 2007 original. Ada's LinkedIn, from your earlier link, lists Real Plaza SRL in her past jobs, but it's vague on dates or specifics. The HuffPost piece says she was one of the lead architects for Real Plaza back in the day, and by 2017, she'd moved on to other ventures. If her stint overlapped with expansions like the food court, it's possible she had a hand in it. But if her awards were for earlier work, maybe she's clear of this disaster. The article doesn't pin her to Trujillo directly, and neither does LinkedIn, but her Real Plaza tie's undeniable. What's wild is she talks about architecture as leaving a legacy. Ironic now, with investigators sniffing around for who's to blame. X-posts are already naming firms like BGS Ingenieros for recent work, but Ada's name hasn't popped up there yet. Still, her awards suggest she was a big deal at Real Plaza, so the stream's got a juicy question: did her celebrated designs hold up, or is this collapse part of that legacy? What do you and the viewers think? Want to speculate on how her awards connect to Trujillo, or should I chase more on those expansions? You're steering this ship.
You're steering this ship, he says. You're steering it. Yeah, well, it could be cheap steel or faulty webs, not necessarily an architectural problem. How can you fuck up a dome? Well, I mean, you gotta think, dude, like, if there's not a structural stability on a dome, like on a couple of the pylons, those pylons are going to be holding way more weight than they should, right? So it's going to cause a lot more shearing force. It's going to cause more shearing force this way, right? Because the roof is supposed to be getting held up with the straight pylon like this. That's supposed to be equalizing the weight. But if we look at many of the, pylon setups here, this is a good representation of it, I think. Yeah. If you think about it this way, it's like, here's the ground floor, and then it goes over like this, and then the pylon. So, like, load force is not going all the way to the ground, right? It's being offset. And if you look at what's happening, right, if I push down here, it's still going to tilt, right? But it's going to take a lot more force if it's offset. It doesn't take a lot of force to move it, right? And for a big dome like that, you got to think those are supposed to be like steel columns, right? Because it doesn't look like that's brick. It's going to be steel going all the way to the top. And they're either going to rivet, bolt, or weld, right? I don't know any other way of keeping the metal together, I guess. It's pretty nuts, actually. I wonder what happens if I look up Arquitecta IRL, because I got to look up stuff in Spanish because it's Peru, right? And then there's other people here associated with it. All right, here's another person, Carla Leone. And this person, it says Subgeneral Architectural Retail. Arquitecta, self-employed in retail. In Slava Architectural Regional Corporation, and then it goes to her, which is Subgente. What does that even mean? Translate selection into English. Retail Architectural Deputy Manager. There's another one. Let's see. Honey. Omar, Real Plaza, Project Revisito, Años, Pseudo Architectura, Real Plaza, Castilla. Trujillo. Wait, oh. Oh, you know what I should do? Itch. Arquitecto de Informacio de Celio, blah, 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 in Real Corp retail subsidiaries for 2009. News. Interesting. JR Rig says probably subcontractors use cheap steel from China and the tensile strength wasn't strong enough. I've seen this on other projects. Dang. I was welding keys-ins for oil rigs and they would put thinner steel inside the legs because it was cheaper and they couldn't measure it. That's fucked up, man. But when was the expansion? Wait a minute. Did we find something? But that's Romanian. Oh, that's the wrong one. In retail, corp subsidiaries report for 2014. Nope, that doesn't seem like what I want. That doesn't seem what I want either. This, however, is what I want. Why is this one so blurry? That looks like it, right? A little bit. It's kind of the same structure. You got a big open circle, steel columns, support columns. So this one has support columns. Not the same one. Yeah, not a lot of fucking information out there about that. A single millimeter of steel could compromise the entire structure's integrity of a large project. Yeah, I agree with that. If stuff is not poured correctly or if steel's not the right size, dude, that'll completely change the whole entire everything. Somebody just went live on Kick. Yeah, dude, there's not a lot out there about any of that shit. That's about as close as I think anybody else is probably going to be able to come on that particular situation if they were thinking that line of thinking. Right. So, what are you going to blame? You going to blame the architect? You're going to blame the people that constructed it. Yeah. Welding does sound cool, though. I want to learn how to weld shit. I want to get one of those laser welders, you know, that does it for you. So you just go, right? Welding equipment. Is it a laser welder? Is that what they call them? I want to see what JRX thinks about one of these. A lazy welder, China welder, laser welder machine. It's also a plasma cutter. This.
Another day, another dollar. Although the dollars are harder to come by without enough skilled people to get all the work done. It's time to stop playing the welding game and start changing it.
This is what we've been waiting.
Wiggle it back and forth. I'm not a welder. My welds are shit. Let me tell you that. Okay, maybe they're not shit, but, you know, I wouldn't be charging people for my welding. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not J.R. Riggs. I ain't going to go to a fucking oil rig and be hanging off of a fucking oil rig, welding a pylon, like hanging 50 feet above sharks and shit that are super hungry because a bunch of oil rig workers just took a shit. You know, that's not me. I got huge balls, but they're not that big. You know, I'm definitely not Stan Marsh with the wheelbarrow. That is J.R. Riggs, right? Yeah. Is that fancy or what? It's so funny because, you know, when I go to places, I always tell them things because, you know, I can't help it or whatever. But yeah, I was like looking at a bunch of welding machines that we had, and they were like, yeah, we were supposed to be getting some new ones. And I was like, have you seen those laser welders? And they were like, what do you mean? And I was like, you know, a fucking laser welder. You weld with a laser.
Hey everybody, it's Zach the Welder here, and I'm super excited to be bringing y'all this video. So while I was at FabTech, I got to spend about an hour playing with the Miller laser welder, and I got to spend about an hour there with one of the engineers on that project. So this thing is cool. It is going to be a game changer in the industry. I don't say that lightly. It's not just another waveform. It's not just another, you know, voodoo magic thing that we're doing with TIG.
Wait, hold up. What the cold welding? What is cold welding machines?
When the cold welding machine is operating, the tungsten needle is exposed from the porcelain nozzle by 3 to 5. After spotting the solder joint, continue welding along the middle and lower part of the solder joint. High welding is...
Yeah, that seems... That seems cool too. Very easy. Beep, 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 beep. My eyes!
Arc starts, then it's off from there. It's the actual pulse circuit and spot timer circuit that's on most machines is that this one works in milliseconds, as in very, very, very small fractions of a second. Now, realistically speaking here, if we're working in milliseconds or fractions of a second, we're not going to get a whole lot of power into two pieces of metal, right?
I'm sorry, everybody's getting flashback right now. I guess cold welding is cool, but it kind of seems like pretty labor intensive. You know, you're going to be tit. You got to make every little fucking spot. Like, damn, so that's going to take longer, bro.
So we have to offset it with a higher amount of amperage. Let's just take this titanium for example. Normally, this thickness would be welded about 40 to 42 amps with a constant arc. But in order to blast the two of them together, I had welded at 130 amps at 80 milliseconds. This 1/8-inch stainless butt weld that I'm sticking together right now is 250 amps at 100 milliseconds by about 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but this definitely this definitely seems it looks like way easier, bro. Wait, where's this guy actually fucking welding? Right here.
Okay, so hood down, I assume?
Yep, hood down.
Okay, that's nice. It's not like super dark, so just push down in the corners and hit the button?
Yep, hold the button down until it stops itself.
Oh, so it's got a spot timer.
Yes,
okay.
It does. Yeah, and then hit it over in that corner there.
Okay.
And then hit the other two corners too. Now you can see, if you take that and you pull away right after you're done, I'll show you why. Okay, there's a good example why you want to hold it there for just a little bit. You can actually see how pretty and silver that is? And then that one's a little bit duller.
Yeah.
Because you have the nitrogen going just for a little bit after.
Just like post low on TIG.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to pull away on TIG right away.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So what we're gonna do here, we'll put our little fixture together. Okay, we're gonna do that. And then that's got a little hole on there so you can, all right.
So gas on, hood down.
Yep, handle about at flush with that. You want to have it at about that angle.
Okay.
And the only pressure that you're going to give is pushing into the joint just a little bit.
Okay, so push into the joint a little bit.
Yep, and once you get it going, just get your hands out of there.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh wow, that just pushes you along.
Yep.
I mean, that for an unskilled operator would just
You feel it jerking a little bit?
Yeah, I'm pushing too much.
Yep, you're fighting it just a little bit. There you go.
That is... I mean...
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, I mean, you don't need any skill. It's just like a glue gun.
You don't need any skill. It's just like a glue gun. Yeah. I want one. I don't know what I'm gonna weld, but I want one. Fucking want one. Shit's legendary. I mean, a cold laser would be good too, but like, what the fuck am I gonna use that for? What the fuck am I gonna use that for if you didn't know what the fuck is going on? Because, TIG welding is pretty fast, but like, with that laser welder, you're like, you look at it. Oh yeah, good job, dumbass. Good job, monkey. I can't believe in the video that dude said that. He's like, oh yeah, good job, monkey. You just fucking monkey. Yeah, baby. I just don't know what is happening in the world today. Ooh, somebody sent me a couple of videos.
Kash Patel just confirmed as director of the FBI. Pretty fucking unbelievable. I mean, the most serious agency in our government. Kash Patel, FBI director. I mean, if there is not an are you fucking kidding me moment, it's this. And
Gaza will be waking up in 2 hours to find out that Shiri Bibas is still in Gaza. A massive storm is coming. Who the fuck is Shiri Bibas? Israel. Oh, what is this? Food and social media and their images. Ariel, Sharir, Kafir, and babies. The whole world is praying for your soul, Shiri. It's 5:04 a.m. in Israel, and it has been officially announced that Shiri Bibber, the mother of Kafir, was also brutally murdered in captivity 4 hours ago. Tonight, our Shiri is returned home after identification process instituted to the Forensic Institute of Medicine. I can't believe they killed their own people, dude. Whatever. Anyways, I think that's it for me. I'm donezo. I'm going to go get me some drinking of water and some other things to think about, but I'm feeling pretty tired anyway. Been having to get up hella early, and I'm still not used to it. So, I hope you guys are good for the rest of your day. And, please, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, share this with your friends, and if you don't want to do that, that's totally cool. It's on you. But either way, I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your evening. Thanks for joining us and hanging out with us for today. It was a little bit of a long one, but hey, at least we figured some shit out, I guess. I mean, we did something here, I think. I don't know. What I do know, though, is that I'm done now. So I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye now. Au revoir. And all that other jazz. See you later. Cozy time. Bye now. Goodbye. Have a wonderful day in the life of the day, in the life of the day. Bye.